Hey y'all, sprinkle sprinkle. Welcome back to the channel. How are y'all today? Let me scoot this back a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Good morning, y'all. How many of y'all are over here from TikTok? Welcome. Appreciate that. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, I see a few of y'all have been waiting in the comments patiently. Thank you. Thank you to all the members who are members on the channel. I appreciate you guys. Happy holidays, everyone. All right. So we're going to be talking today about men in their 20s don't want marriage, and I don't know why y'all keep thinking they do. I don't know. Somebody got to tell y'all something. Okay. So I guess I have to be the one because y'all don't know no better. Anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I want to say thank you first to Miss Suji, because Miss Suji went all the way to Turkey and she brought me back some perfume and some earrings. So she brought me some perfume back from this place in Turkey. Appreciate it. I don't want to mispronounce it. So she brought me back some perfume. And it's called Majesty. Ooh, thank you, ma'am. I told her, because she told me she was going to Turkey, and I was like, bring me back some perfume, please. So she was so sweet and kind to bring me some perfume and some cute earrings back. So this is the bottle. And I sprayed this on last night when I first received it, and it smells so good, y'all. It's like a very nice floral with a woody smell to it, but it's floral too. The woody smell is not overwhelming. I think that's why the top looks like it's wood, but it's like a very subtle, I don't know, cedar or like something very subtly wood, but then most of it's floral. It's very feminine. So thank you so much, Miss Suji. I appreciate my new perfume from Turkey called Majesty. And she sent me some earrings too, but I don't think I have them over here. But there's some cute little silver earrings that she brought me back from Turkey. So I appreciate that, man, so much. So thank you. So we're going to be talking about men in their 20s who don't want marriage. They don't want no marriage. I don't know why y'all women think that these men want to marry y'all in their 20s. First of all, they can't afford it. Second of all, they just got out into the real world. They don't even know what it is to be a man yet. And they want to explore and see all the things that there is to see. They want to do things that they want to do before they settle down and get married. And a lot of y'all women just want to settle down and get married after a couple of years of dating someone. You think it's marriage time. No, not in your 20s. Only if you're serious about marriage in your 20s as a woman, you should definitely date an older man because they're ready to settle down and not no 20-something-year-old. Every time y'all make a 20-something-year-old try to settle down, what do they end up doing? Not wanting to settle down, regretting it, doing the most, making you suffer, leaving you. Men aren't ready to marry in their 20s. They're just not. And whoever's trying to force them to do so needs to understand this. I would never force any man to marry in their 20s because that's just cruel. Men aren't trying to marry in their 20s. Their brain is not even finished developing until after the age of 25, and they still haven't gotten their finances in order. So why would you want a man who can't even provide the lifestyle that you want to marry? It doesn't make sense. Okay, go for older guys if you're trying to get married young in your 20s. Okay. You said marrying a man in their 20s will turn you into the starter wife. Exactly, Stella. Yes, you will be the starter wife. I knew a few people that got married in their 20s and they're already divorced before they were 30. So it's not really worth it if you understand men aren't trying to get married in their 20s, period. Okay. And they will always resent you for making them marry in their 20s because they weren't ready. Okay. This is why when y'all ask me questions like, well, how do you make him propose? I'm always asking you, how old is he? Because you can't make a man propose that don't even want you. They're 20-something years old. They're just having fun. They're not trying to be your old husband or nothing. Okay. So y'all got to understand this. Stop thinking a man wants to marry in their 20s. They don't want to. I promise you. And the faster you realize this, the more you're going to wake up and do better with your life. Okay? And stop trying to force these guys to marry you when they're in their 20s. They can't even afford marriage. If you so trying to hurry up and get married, go find somebody that looks young that's old. They got the money. Okay? Y'all, every time I talk about dating somebody older, y'all always think about an old man. There are men out here that are old that look younger than these youngsters. There are handsome older guys out here that look better than some of these crusty, broke dusties out here. Okay, because they can afford to take care of themselves, they can afford grooming, they can afford decent clothing, a proper diet, and all this kind of stuff. A lot of y'all don't realize when I say go get you an older man, some of these older men looking better than some of these young dusties out here because they got money, okay? And they can afford it. So don't try to settle down and make a man settle down before they're ready. They're just going to resent you for it and then go do something else. Okay? You said wanting to marry a young man means you want suffering. Yes, Coco Mocha, that's so true. You want to suffer, man? Is that what you're trying to say? You want to suffer? Now, I know y'all might all be in love and attached to this little youngster dude, but that does not mean it's a wise decision to marry them if they can't support you, because that feeling is going to go away. It may seem very strong, but it's literally going to go away once reality kicks in and y'all are broke. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So definitely go for a man who is already established, can provide, wants to actually marry and settle down without you having to force them. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You'll have a better situation if you do that. What if they keep asking you why you're still not married yet? How do I respond? Tell them you keep turning down people that ain't got enough money. Well, I had to turn down the last people that asked me to marry them because they didn't have enough money. So I'm waiting for the bag. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, you don't have to tell them that. Just say, well, I've turned down a few engagements because it wasn't quite what I wanted. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. What can you say about man who's still living with his parents? It depends on how old he is and what he's doing with the money that he's saving while he's living there. So if you're a man and you still live with your parents, if you're over the age of 25, that's a problem because you should be somewhat established by now to at least have an apartment, But if you're under the age of 25 and you're saving, going to school and stuff like that, whatever. But if you're over the age of 25 and you still live at home with your parents as a man, it's time to do better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So y'all ladies, I'm talking to the younger ladies because a lot of y'all don't realize this because you're just not understanding it. Men don't want to get married in their 20s. So stop trying to get it. Women want to get married in their 20s, but not men. So marry somebody older if you try to get married in your 20s as a lady. Okay, a broke 29-year-old is begging for your hand in marriage. Girl, he can keep begging. Tell him to go beg for some money first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him to go beg for a second stream of income or maybe a third one. He's begging for the wrong thing. Okay? Marriage is the last thing on his mind if he's not a provider. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry. Okay, the title of the video is Men in Their 20s Don't Want Marriage. So remember that and stop trying to force your way into marrying some 20-something-year-old whose brain isn't even fully functioning or developed and can't even fully provide for you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to unattach yourself from him. You're going crazy. Get another one, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why don't y'all have more than one? Look, y'all run yourselves crazy by only having one at a time. Y'all run yourselves crazy for only having one option and all your eggs in one basket and becoming obsessed over one person. That's y'all's fault. That ain't his fault. All he did was be the man that you wanted him to be at the time you wanted him to be that man. That's all up to you. You did that to yourself. You became obsessed. You didn't have more than one option. You attached yourself to him more than he attached himself to you. So now you got to work on unattaching yourself and doing something different. So you need to find a hobby. You need to find another man. It doesn't even care. It don't even matter if he's the one, as long as he got some money. You know what I'm saying? Go find someone to distract you from him. Go find you a rich man to take you shopping. Go find you a guy to take you out to dinner. Go do something. But you got to unattach yourself by attaching to something else because you have an attachment issue. So if you have an attachment issue when it comes to dudes, attach to several, or attach to a hobby, or attach to a business, or attach to something else. Okay? Attach to yourself. Attach to self-improvement. Attach to a project. But you need to attach to something else and put all that energy somewhere else because y'all are giving too much energy to somebody who don't even want it no more. And it's literally being wasted. Redirect that energy back to yourself, okay? Or to something that is going to give you something in return. Okay. You said we don't want the promiscuous 20-year-old men. We want the traditional, well, not in America. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good luck wherever country you from. So that don't exist in America. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Traditional religious men in their 20s that are not promiscuous. Not in America, darling. Well, I don't know, whatever country they be lying to y'all in about that, great. But that don't exist over here. Do y'all not understand that America is a whole different place where none of that stuff exists? If you know what, I don't think I've ever met a man in their 20s. Well, let me take it back. I think I met one man in his 20s that was not doing the deed, but it was his young 20s. But he was still doing everything else. You know what I'm saying? Does that count? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, does it even count? Does it count as promiscuity if they're doing everything but that? I don't know. You might as well if you're gonna do all of that. He. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You said, so you guess this is why your baby daddy don't want marriage? Yes, because he's too young. Do you even think he wanted to be a father at 20 something years old? I mean, when most people think about their 20s when they're young, they don't think about getting married and having no babies. They think about having fun, going to travel, partying, getting their career started. They're not thinking about settling down with someone, especially a guy. They're not thinking that. Their 20s are for fun and exploration. Okay. You said don't marry a man whore. It's about character. Okay. Oh, Stina, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're engaged to a 23-year-old man. He is loyal and happy to provide, but I know his money as we isn't enough. As we get older, I desire marriage, but I enjoy his money now. What do you do? Have more than one. Understand, have an old one and a young one, because eventually his money ain't gonna be enough as you get older and your clock starts ticking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's gonna take him about 20 years to get to where you need to get in about 2-3 years from now. Okay, so understand that. In 2 or 3 years from now, I don't know how old you are, But in 2 or 3 years from now, you're gonna be ready to settle down, get married, have a kid, move to the suburbs, get you a nice, SUV or car, and get in the car rider line, right? That's you're gonna be ready to do that in a few years, right? Do you think that man? Okay, you're 23. You think in about 2 years, 2 or 3 years, he's gonna be ready to afford all of that and want to do all of that? Probably not. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, it's not going to equate out to what you're going to end up having to wait on him, and he's never going to get to the point that you really want in the amount of time you need him to get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, a lot of women usually date 10 to 15 years older or more, because the man is already established, able to give them what they want, and the woman can start their life, their family, and so on and so forth. Okay. You said she will date another. Okay. Men want to sleep with every race, size, and type of woman before they marry. Uh-oh, Coco Poco, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I know they got a list. They got a list. They be like, check, check, check. And if they didn't finish that list, they're gonna finish it after they get married. Check, 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 check. Believe it. That's why you should let 20-something-year-olds be and stop trying to marry them. Okay. Y'all know it's true. Shoot, it's true for some women too. Check, check, check. Why you think Ludacris made that song by the old days? He got hoes in different area codes. Okay, so what? All right, y'all. So I told y'all I've been watching 90 Day Fiance, right? And there's a lot of 20-something-year-olds on this show, right? And they don't want to get married; they just want the green card. All right, y'all know that. But I don't know what season I'm watching, but I'm watching this one season where, okay, the guy from Morocco and the girl from the United States, and he will not answer her phone. He don't like her. Da, da, da. He's in probably in his 20s. He do not want to marry that chick. Thank you, Digital Darlene, Sprinkle Sprinkle. And a lot of people on there are trying to just get that green card, right? And and they don't really want to be together, right? So, okay, you know that one couple where that guy went to Thailand who looks like the penguin from Batman? Okay. I forgot the girl's name, but she's from Thailand. He had to buy some water buffalo for her family as a dowry and some other stuff. Okay. So that you seen that one? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that dude is broke, right? He's old and the girl is 20 something years old. That dude is broke. But his best friend that lives in LA keeps giving him money. Even though his wife doesn't want him to give his friend money to support him anymore, his friend keeps giving him money and he won't stop. He keeps supporting this grown, able bodied man. You know why? Because it's not being said, but we know why. Because they talked about how they used to travel, how they used to party together, how they've been to Thailand, how they've been to all different places in the world. Because Penguin has secrets on the other dude that's married, and that married dude is literally paying that Penguin dude for his silence. Because you can see it in their eyes when the wife gets mad and say, you don't need to be paying for him anymore. Penguin jaw clenches like this. His eye narrows like, I will tell. I will tell what we did in Thailand. I will tell what you did in Thailand. I will tell the T if you don't keep this money coming in. So Penguin has some dirt on the married dude. That's why the married dude has to continue to support Penguin, because Penguin got them secrets. I don't know his name. I'm just calling him Penguin because that's what he looks like. It's on 90 Day Fiance. 90 Day Fiance. I don't know what season it is, but it's the guy that went to Thailand, got him a wife, and his best friend literally has to support him because he's poor. He paid for the wife to come over. He's paid to sponsor that dude's wife. He pays for them to live. He gives them money, pay for their wedding, all this kind of stuff. Because yeah, his name David. David got some dirt on the other dude. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why he's continuously being supported. I just want to say that because I know I'm not the only one that thought it. Thank you, Liz. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You listened to my advice. You lost 50 pounds, controlled your emotions, and found a great man. After a week of being official, he sent you $3,000 just because. Okay, ma'am. Miss Liz, sprinkle, sprinkle. Congratulations. I'm so glad you're getting the life that you deserve. I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, what you gonna do with that money? You gonna save most of it, girl. Don't be spending it all. Save it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's good, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think she's gonna what? Okay, well, I'm done talking about 20-day fiance. 20-day. Oops, y'all. I'm done talking about that show, but 20-something-year-olds really don't want to get married unless they need a green card. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thank you, herbalist. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He found out you cheated. Now he don't want you, and you feel sad. What should I do? We were engaged. Should I just find a do it? Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, yes, ma'am. If you're gonna do that, you need to not get caught. You need to be smart. But that's why you always need a backup and one with money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to have a backup one with money so that you can just move on to the next. Like I said, if you got something, I don't know if that man you were engaged to was a full provider, but sorry that happened to you. But if that man is not a full provider, it's not really a loss anyway. If he was a full provider, you should have had one that had more money that liked you more anyway, so that if you did get caught, you could easily just move on to the next. That's the strategy. We're playing chess, not checkers over here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you should have had several options to where it wouldn't matter because it wouldn't have affected you financially. And if your man really liked you 10 times more, he would have believed you if you lied or if you made up some excuses, because men want to believe that you're not going to do that to them. So. Okay. Or you could have made it not your fault in some sort of way. Blame it on alcohol, girl. I don't know. Besides, y'all weren't even married yet, so it really doesn't count because y'all are still single on paper. And if he's not a full provider, it's not really cheating anyway. So I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If he's not no full provider, I don't even count it as cheating. It's counted as leveling up to the next one if need be. Because if he's not paying all your bills, he can't take you off the market anyway. Not in my opinion. Someone says, how did he find out? Yeah. Cover your tracks, ma'am. Sorry that happened to you, but you got to be smart in this world. Cover them tracks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, he went through your phone while you were sleeping? Girl, why don't you have a code and why don't you save people's numbers under stuff and delete stuff? If you doing all of that, you should have been extra careful. Don't y'all know how to delete stuff and delete the deleted stuff? Delete private folders, separate phone number apps. I mean, you gotta do better if you're gonna be doing all that. You gotta be smarter. Okay. Yeah. You gotta be a little bit more careful. Can't be all doing too much. You say you glad he found out because he was already a cheater. Okay, well then good for you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, sometimes y'all be want people to find out, and that's fine. You do what you gotta do. When you were younger, did you have bad habits such as smoking? Girl, I had a lot of bad habits, but I broke them early, sprinkle, sprinkle, so that I didn't have to have them as an older adult. So I would say, yeah, I definitely think your 20s are for exploring things and breaking any habits that you don't want to bring into your, your lifestyle as an adult, as a, older adult. You've been on 2 dates with a guy and who hasn't given you anything yet. For our third date, he wants to take you to, okay, he want to take you shopping? Yes. How can I convince him to buy you an expensive dress with matching heels? Well, if he's taking you to Burdock, um, he only plans to buy you nice things. So just say, "Oh my gosh, really? Oh, can I get some shoes too?" Before you even go. Then he'll gonna say, "Yeah." Okay, thank you, Victoria. Sure, you have multiple men making 6 to 7 figures, taking you out, upscale dinners, buying you gifts, taking you out to trips, etc. But how can I gradually start making them pay for bills without being too direct? Okay. Well, they have to like you a lot and they have to want to make you their woman. If they're only taking you out to dinners and nothing else, it's because they only want dinner companions because they're lonely. You know what I mean? And they don't want to dine alone. So if all you're getting are dinners, most likely they're not trying to make you their woman. If they're overly concerned about your well-being, always checking up on you, making sure you have everything you need or want, they're trying to make you their woman. If they just want to eat, they're just wanting company to dine in fine dining restaurants. You get it? So if they're not asking you to do more than just go out to dinner, if they're not trying to, take you shopping or pay a bill or ask if you need anything or want anything or what are your plans for this, and if they're not trying to take it to the next level as far as dating, they only want you for company and that's it. They don't want a girlfriend. And it's gonna be harder to get money out of those people because they can just call up the next chick and go out for dinner with them. So if you trying to get a man to like want you for you, you definitely need to get those pheromones from Ho Cosmetics. Press him and use my code Shira because it makes them feel like they're falling in love with you. And it literally is a hormone. Look, let me get my stuff, my nails. Right. I was trying to show you. They have the spray or the roll-on. And when you put this on, it gives them the feeling as if they're falling in love with you. This is called Press Him. And it works. Wear this around these dudes if you're only getting dinner dates. And then they'll start to feel more than just wanting a dinner companion. You know what I'm saying? So right before you get on, the date, right before you see them, make sure you put it on, give them a hug. That should do the trick. All right, get you some pheromones. You need some little. They have like a secret weapon kit with all the different pheromones, the liquid finesse, the press him. You need to get that if you're only getting dinner dates from these dudes, and then they'll start to feel something more for you rather than just a dinner companion. Because a lot of the guys, these focus on money. They don't want the complications of a relationship. They just want a pretty woman to have dinner with. So do more. Get you some Ho Cosmetics pheromones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Actually the link is in the description bar, or you can go to hocosmetics.us. .com. It's spelled like this. hocosmetics.com. And when you check out, use the code Shira, all caps, Shira, and it'll give you a little discount. All right. But these definitely work. I've been using them for a while now, since they've been sending them to me, and they definitely work. So get you some, okay? And there's a quiz on there that you can take to see which one is going to work best for your needs. So definitely do that. The pheromones. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the pheromones are the best investment you've ever made. Drives the men crazy. Thank you, Alicia. Yes, they do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, I could tell my stories since I've been using it, but they definitely attract. They definitely make people want to do more. They definitely make people want to spend, and they definitely make people really like you. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell y'all. So the link is in the description bar, hocosmetics.com. Use my code Shera when you check out. Take the little quiz to see which ones are best for you or which ones you should use. They have different kits and all that kind of stuff. It works, I promise you. You can even compare, you can even combine it with your regular perfume. Because it doesn't really have a scent. It smells like water or like freshness. It doesn't really have like an odor or anything. It's like skin, So it works with the hormones and the pheromones. A lot of people have ordered it and tried it. And remember, if they are initially attracted to you, it's going to be even better. Okay. All right. I use it when I need to. Don't use it around dust. Do not use it around dusties. Take it with you, and right before you get on the date, before you walk into the restaurant or wherever y'all are meeting, put it on. Don't put it on until right before, because you don't want no dust following you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And don't use this on dusties, okay? You should only be using this on men with money. Okay, there's different formulas for different things, and like there's some that make a man lust after you. There's some that make a man feel like he's falling in love. So depending on what you want, there's some for men to make women fall for them. Dusty's out there. If you need pick me, should give you shelter for the winter, and she's then had it up to here. They got some pheromones for guys too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay. But yeah, you said pheromones do work. You will notice their reaction when they are near you. Yes, they do. They do. And a lot of women realize that they're working somewhat, but if the man is really attracted to you, they work even better. So like if the man is not really super attracted to you, he may start to be friendly to you. But if the man is attracted to you, he's going to be extra attracted to you, extra friendly to you, extra nice to you. If the man wants you and he likes you, he's going to tell you. He's going to do the most. He's going to want to please you. He's going to want to see you again and all this kind of stuff. So this will definitely help you in your dating life. These, pheromones from Ho Cosmetics. I could tell you, right? I'm not even trying to date or do anything, but they help me get all the things that I want in my marriage. They help me get whatever I need. But I'm out and about too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Maria. Hey, girl, I've been out on the first date, and on the second date, he wants to take you to his place and cook. Girl, no, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't go to his place. Maria, if a man only got to take you out to eat one time to get you back to his house, how do you think he's going to view you when you get over there? Don't do that. Know your value and know your worth. I would tell my child, look, when my daughter grows up and she gets of age, if she ever steps foot into some dude's house after one date, I'm going to talk about her and I'm going to tell her about herself. No, ma'am. That man needs to get his money together and take you out on another date and impress you. Okay? It ain't time to go back to his apartment yet. Has he paid any bills? Has he bought you any gifts? Do you have any jewelry from this man? No, no, ma'am. Unless he owns a restaurant and he can take you to his restaurant and cook for you, the answer is no. I'm not, you know what? If you like him that much to take the value of yourself down that low, then you like him too much, and you like him way more than he likes you. You like him so much that you would not expect him to save up money to take you out on a date, or have the money to at least take you out on another date and impress you and do things that you want to do, instead of trying to get, allow him to get you back to his place and cook you some meal that probably costs $5 to make, and then think he gonna get some. No, ma'am. Men that want to cook for women, it's just a cheap date to try to get you back to their house. That's a no-no. Now, if y'all are a couple and he's been paying bills and buying you gifts, and after a while you want to get to know him and see his place and see who's, what he's all about and whatever, see, maybe. But y'all need to be in a relationship at that point. When you get to his house, he need to have paid some bills. But don't be going over to these dudes' house, okay? Because how many women do you think he invites to dinner after the second date? If you go and some other pygmies you going, sprinkle, sprinkle, be different, be better. How just what? You said men in their 30s don't want marriage either? Yeah, because they still think that they're in their 20s. When that hairline start receding and that stuff and the things stop working as good, that's when they want to settle down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When women start demanding them to pay more. That's when a man wants marriage, y'all, when they have to start paying for women. And if they want the type of wife that they really want, they're gonna pay for that too. Sprinkle, because by then they can afford it. Oh, Alexis, sprinkle, sprinkle. What are your thoughts on weight loss shots? If you can afford them, get them, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can afford it, why not invest in yourself? Thank you, Kim. Sprinkle, sprinkle for the super sticker. You said they want marriage when they have to start paying women. Exactly. They're like, well, I don't want to have to pay everybody I talk to, so let me just go find one that I really like and pay for her the rest of my life. Because it's only going to get worse from there. So they settle down when they have to. Women settle down because they have a biological clock. Men settle down when they stuff start breaking down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said they want marriage when they have a dad bod. Exactly. When they no longer know the trends or the slang, and women are calling them old and asking them to pay bills, they're like, okay, well, I might as well be married then. When they get to that age where women only want them to pay stuff, that's when they want to get married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When they can't get by on their boyish charms anymore or their looks, that's when they want to settle down. When that hairline start receding a little bit more, you're like, it's time. Like Mariah Carey, it's time to get married when nobody else want them for them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. But at least they know, and they're not dumb about it. They know when it's time. How do you convince yourself that bald men are attractive? You mean like totally 100% bald, or just bald on the top? It depends. I mean, back in the day, it kind of used to be the style to have a shaved head, but now I don't think so. I don't think it's the style anymore. But if they have a nice hat, or if they're rich enough, you can make it work. They got a nice hat, or they can afford some plugs, have some hair plugs, or you know, they got a nice hat, or they can afford some hair plugs. Then good, great. Just nickname them Daddy Warbucks. Y'all remember Annie? Tomorrow, tomorrow. That dude was rich and he was bald, girl. Had to call him Daddy Warbucks. All right. You said they got hair pieces? Okay. Yeah. You said you asked your boyfriend for some money and he gave it to you and you didn't say please or thank you and he got mad. We've been together for 1 year. Well, 2 words could have saved you some drama. Please and thank you, man. Learn how to use them. We use them in the South all the time, even when we don't mean them. We use them words like nothing, ma'am. You need to start incorporating them into your vocabulary. You get a lot more, even if you don't mean them. Please, thank you. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. It says call manners, right? If you are raised with manners, that's gonna be automatic, and you won't even think twice about it, and you don't even really be meaning it when you're saying it. It's just a habit after that point. But they don't know that. I think that's why some people raise you with manners so that it's automatic. Okay. So just practice making it a habit of saying thank you and please. It should just roll off the tongue very easily. Can I have some money, please? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye. You see, it don't cost nothing to say thank you and please. Okay. Try it next time. Try it next time. Okay. Tell them you wouldn't raise right. You sorry. You'll do better. Oh, Mr. Super Chat, hold on. You're 24, dating a 25-year-old making six figure. He pays for gifts, dates, your nails. He doesn't pay bills. He's saving to buy a house. Okay, to wait while he saves, ma'am. Is he saving for you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the question you need to ask yourself. Are you the one, or are you the placeholder? 25-year-olds saving their money, not paying any of your bills. You're a placeholder. If that man wanted to take you off the market and make sure you're not entertaining any other man, all your bills will be paid. He will have a ring on your finger by now. You're a placeholder. So don't get your hopes too high up. You need to have your options open and possibly understand that he may not marry you or ever ask you to marry him. Okay, the house he wants may take him 20 years to save up for, or 15. Are you going to wait that long for him? You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you. I would you need to have a little extra one on the side, an older one that already got a house or has the money to get a house. And you can see how fast you can move forward from there. But I don't think that man is, I think you're a placeholder, honestly. So I don't know. I hope you're not a placeholder, but just in case you are, you need to have an extra backup. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Deandra. A young, cute Dusty blocked you when he found out you got a provider, and he told me I am a prostitute. They are so jealous of beautiful girls. Okay, girl. He told you you was a prostitute. Thank you, Deandra. Well, honestly, his looks aren't enough to keep you in the dust. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Tell him, well, call him a Dusty. Say, well, at least I ain't a Dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are getting creative up in them comments. I tell you, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said he was a hater. Yes, he was. He was a hater, Yasmin. Move on. Moving along. Best revenge ever is to get one with more money. You said prostitute sent me. Yep, you crossed over to the provider side, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Crossed over from dust to provider. You sure is a prostitute. You crossed over to the good life, ma'am. Welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said he made it easy. He didn't have to shake off the dust. You didn't have to shake off the dust. Okay. These are fake lashes. See? Most days y'all see me, like in the last couple of months, I don't be wearing lashes. I just have on mascara or very little or just liner. Today I threw on some lashes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Speaking of lashes, hold on. One of my subscribers who sent me some makeup previously from Girly Mouth Cosmetics. I like to say it. Girly Mouth with F's. She sent me another package of goodies. She sent me some lip masks, a lip pencil, a lip liner, some beautiful lipstick, and some lashes. She sent me some lashes. And a cute eyeshadow palette. And her packaging is like blinged out. So cute. So Girly Mouth with it, 2 F's. If y'all want to, girlymouth.com, go see what she has on her website. She sent me these really pretty lipsticks that I am probably going to enjoy. Look at that red. It's a perfect holiday red. I might put it on. And the lip liner, it's like a darker red, so it looks good. But yes, Girly Mouth Cosmetics. She's a Sprinkle Sprinkle subscriber. And look at this cute Butterfly eyeshadow palette. Look at that. It's so cute. Hold on, let me open this side. This side is glittery. Hold on, my nails. Okay. This side has like glitter. I can't wait to use that one. Sprinkle. And I'm probably gonna wear like a sweater with pink in it tomorrow. And I may use this. May do a little look using her makeup for lipsticks and lashes and stuff. She also sent me a cute pink lipstick too. This is in the color 1. She told me the names of them. They were funny. But thank you, Girly Mouth Cosmetics. She also sent me a hat. Okay, so she got the idea from my original Make America Dust Free Sprinkle Sprinkle. So she got the idea. She made a hat and it says Make Men Masculine Again. And it looks like, oh my gosh, it looks like the MAGA hat, but it says Make Men Masculine Again. She was inspired by my hat, which you can get at my merch store. It's if you go to my Instagram, it's the Zazzle link on my Instagram, the picture Zazzle link. When you click on my link, it's the top picture link. When you can get these hats, and it has like pink or blue writing, just depending on which one you want. But yes, thank you, Girly Mouth Cosmetics. I don't know, like Make Men Masculine Again for real. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I can't believe she sent me that, but it's funny. Okay, so this really pretty pink lipstick, I haven't even tested this out. I really want to see what this looks like. So let me wipe what I got on off. Ah, you say you need to buy that hat? Okay. All right. Now let me see what I can do with this pink lipstick. This is a pretty pink. Hold on. Or how they do it, the brown liner, but it's, or, oh, that's pretty pink. Makes my lips look extra. I definitely would put a liner. But the liner she sent was red, so I think that one goes with the red lipstick. I would put like a darker liner with this one. It's cute. Anyway. Should you marry the one who proposes first? Marry the one that has the most money, that likes you the most. So marry the one that likes you the most and who will be the most generous with you. Okay, don't marry somebody to become their maid. Because if a man likes you more than you like them, they're not going to ask you to be no maid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right? That's one thing I can tell y'all. Don't become the maid. Don't marry and become the maid. Marry and become the paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Alina. So what stingy 60-year-old dentist realized I need money, so he bought you a Christmas present. To avoid buying him stuff, I said, what? He bought you a Christmas present that you want, okay? To avoid buying him stuff, I said, I'm booking spa day for us. How do I get out of it? As he is excited. Tell him you're on your point blank period and you can't go to the spa. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. There you go. Just give him the spot. Like, it's like, we'll do something else another time. Sorry. So this is what that pink looks like with that liner. It's cute. I think it would look better if I had on a pink outfit or something more neutral on, but it's cute. I'm gonna put the red on now. Ah. I missed your super chat. Hold on. Sorry. Let me scroll back. Okay, you're 23, seeing a 40-year-old man in residency to be a doctor who struggles with commitment, but occasionally takes you on dates and gives you money. Dusty. Just save him under free dinner, occasional free dinner. That's what his name is in your contacts from now on. He's focused. He ain't trying to do the most. He ain't got no money. He's probably backed up in debt. Girl, occasional dinner. That's what you save him under. Date others. Bratty Princess asks, if a woman closes her legs, then men of all ages and looks would want marriage. Men do not want. Men do want. Women allow. What? That's true in some cultures. That's true in some cultures, but in America, that's not really true. You know what I'm saying? The longer you keep your legs closed, the more money you get in America. But it's not true about marriage. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless y'all are from different culture. You know what I'm saying? But in America, it doesn't work like that. The longer you hold out, the more you get, the more you can get them to do. If you never want to give it to them, great. They was trying. They had hope. Their hope didn't pan out. You know? But it does not guarantee marriage. Okay. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Snow Bunny says she's living with a 24-year-old boyfriend who pays bills and allowance to see what? But you see he has a gay guy character at times with his best friend. Should I leave? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, you should be aware. He could be in the closet, or he could be deciding what he wants to be, or he could just be having a character and be joking around. We don't know. You got to look out for more signs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, TL, sprinkle, sprinkle. Provider that you met at the gym 2 weeks ago invited you to his company holiday party as his +1. Too quick. Girl, he trying to show you off. You must look good. You must try to get work wife jealous, girl. Get something out of it before you say yes. An outfit or something. Think, I have nothing to wear. I'm serious. And then tell him you lost weight or your size changed and you have to go shopping to buy something. And You really didn't plan that in your budget this week, and see if he offers to take you shopping. Because if he's cute, he got money, he met you at the gym, he wants to show you off to people at his party, then he'll pay for the outfit. Okay, so at least get some shopping out of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want to. If you don't, he's just going to show you off without spending no money, because holiday parties are free. All right. Someone. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You met an executive on Bumble. He's newly divorced, but checks out as being extremely rich. First day, he can only do drinks at 10:30. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ma'am, 10:30 drinks. Okay, only if you're going on a date before that with another rich man and the date ends at 9:30. And you got enough time to go home, refresh, and then go on to the next place. I will only accept that if you have a date prior to meeting that dude. You know why? Because you're his second option and his second date of the night as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be the first date. Y'all are both going to be on y'all second date if you agree to them drinks. So you need to find somebody with more money or just the same amount of money and meet that dude for dinner, and then meet this dude for drinks after. You better have two on the roster in one night, because that's what he has. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Emily. If you want to attract a provider man, but you like to work out and power lift, and I'm afraid of being perceived as too hard, what should I do? Find somebody to do the same thing, ma'am. Find somebody who owns a gym or is adamant about working out as well. If you can't find that, well, don't tell them about it. You say, I go to the gym. They don't have to know what you do in the gym. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. But yeah, make sure that's your second date of the evening. Miss someone, because that's his second date, or maybe third, man. You don't even know. When you get there, you already gonna be tipsy and full. It's like, so what did you do all day? Oh, well, I just came from dinner and don't tell them who you went to dinner with. Just say you just ate dinner. Well, I just ate dinner because I don't like drinking on an empty stomach. So I made sure I ate something really good. But look cute, like you went to a nice restaurant. Well, somebody said karma is real. Okay. That's why all men are still walking around unharmed and looking like they're not worried about a thing, because karma is real, right? That's why these women's baby daddies who ain't on child support getting another woman pregnant right now, probably living under Pick Misha's roof, probably getting a PSP or some new Jordans for Christmas, right? Because karma is real. Y'all dumb. All is real for you believe in it, man. I don't even think Dusty's believing that crap. Or men. Only brainwashed people believe in stuff in order to control them. So believe in what you want. You said paranormal is real. Yeah, you paranoid about something, you're going to act like it. And it's going to affect how your life turns out. That's for sure. If you don't care and you keep it moving, ain't nothing going to bother you. Okay. You said Future said he don't believe in karma. Not a lot of people believe in karma. Besides, that's a part of a religion. And if you're not part of that religion and you weren't raised to believe in this and that, you probably don't believe in it. Oh, Snow Bunny, what kind of closet characteristics to look for? Wanting to hang out with men way more than he wants to hang out with women. Talking about his friend a lot. Always trying, he's going to be more into men than he is into women. So he's going to want to hang out with men more. He's going to want to be with his friend more than he wants to be with you. He's going to text his friend a lot. He's going to, it's going to be more about another man than it is going to be about you. Okay. If his family is strict, he might be in the closet and just trying to please them. So you got to get his parents' take on gay people. So, how he was raised. A lot of times people are in the closet because their family won't accept it. So you got to get all that tea and that info out of him. Make sure he's not in the closet because of his family, and et cetera, et cetera. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let me see these super chats again. Okay. You have a 65-year-old provider for a couple of years who pay your bills, buys you luxury items just for one day a week, eating expensive meals, but he's going to eventually want to sleep with you. I don't know. Okay, I don't. How do I keep it? On Ethel, sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you're going to, and then get all you can get. Then have a fake death in your family. Aunt Ethel is going to take a turn for the worst. Then you're going to be in fake mourning, and he's not going to want to, do what he got to do because you're not into it at that time. You're going to buy a whole nother month, and then, see where it goes from there. But you can string them along as long as you can. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Okay, Yasmin asks, she's meeting a provider today. He caught you cheating. How do you use this to your advantage? He wants to give me things another go. Thank you. Just tell him he wasn't giving you enough attention or money. And the other guy said he could take care of you, but you like him better because he's your favorite, and you didn't even want to, but you didn't have a choice. It's like, I really didn't want to. I was drinking. The guy said he would, do this for me and that for me, and I wouldn't have to work anymore. And I was just mad at you because you weren't texting me back. And I don't know, I'm young, blame your age, blame the alcohol, blame him not doing enough for you, and then start crying. That's literally it. I mean, what he gonna do? Especially if he's old. I mean, you're supposed to have options. You young. All right. Mm-hmm. Blame it on the alcohol. That's right. Blame it on your age, your youth. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that's exactly what men do. Yeah. It's like, I didn't know any better. And then ask them, like, if they were much older, be like, what were you doing at my age? Were you perfect? Okay. So yeah, I just put on the lipstick that Girly Mouth Cosmetics sent me. This is their red color and their lip liner. So thank you, girl. Appreciate that. It's cute. It's matching my sweater. Thank y'all. I don't think there's a limit for super chats. I just don't think that you're able to say certain words or you can only type. Like, the higher you pay, the more you could type, I think. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to type a lot, you got to pay a little bit more. I think that's how it works. If you're trying to type like one sentence, then you can do the cheaper ones. Okay. I think that's how it works, but is that how it works, y'all? Thank you. Okay. Don't pay attention to the dust, y'all. He don't get no attention from nobody because he's dusty. He's just trying to get attention, fam. If you want to pay attention to the dust, then great. It is the giving season. You can do your charity for the month. But I wouldn't take it seriously. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say anyone watch that Megan Fox movie? Subservience. Yeah, the robot movie. Hilarious. Hilarious. Me getting pregnant by him is what? Is me being a pick me shit, ma'am? If he's broke, yes. You better have some money. Then that's genius. Lay down with something broke. Yeah, it's done. It's pick me shit. Because you want him to be broke. You want him to give you the poverty life. No. If he has money, you're good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said he's going to think I'm going to be able to help him again. What? Girl, don't tell him you ain't helping him no more. He's dusty. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you do if he say he'll just give me what I want if we started dating? Lies. Say, I don't go by words, I go by actions. So if he's taking you out on a date, y'all are literally dating. If you have been seen in public with him, you're on a date. So that's considered dating. If he don't start providing whatever you need him to provide in order to be exclusive with him first and foremost, he can't prove himself as a provider until he provides. So therefore, if a man gives you something or he provides for you, you're most likely going to want it to continue. So you will agree to be in a relationship if that's what you're looking for. If a man says, I'll provide for you after we get into a relationship, that means he wants you to do something with him, be exclusive with him only, and then he'll decide whether he wants to provide for you or not. It doesn't go that way. The woman sets the tone. So if he don't got it, he just ain't got it. Just say, well, you know what? If you don't have it, you don't got it. Don't worry about it. I only used to dating providers, and this is not how it works. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. They usually want to provide first to prove themselves worthy of even being in a relationship, not the other way around. That's how you know you're going to get got and look stupid in the end. If they're trying to see what you are going to offer them first, that's not how it works. Okay, someone, he says, this is your second date, of course. Ha, ha, ha. He says he puts his to bed at that time and leaves them with nanny. We shall see. Thank you, girl. He lying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thank you, Lucky Clover, Tarot, sprinkle, sprinkle. In San Antonio, Texas, too many brokies. Should you move? If you can't find nobody with no money, they don't have a rich side of town. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can't find it, I guess you should relocate, ma'am. But any man can hire a nanny to come at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And most men don't have custody of their children unless, is he married? Like, I'm not believing any of that BS, man. I'm believing you the second date or he's possibly married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just don't get your hopes up that he's telling the truth. Just make sure you have a date prior to meeting him for drinks so that you're not being bamboozled. Thank you, Pink Ash. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Pink Cash. Thank you, girl. Where do you find older men and not seem awkward? Places where older men hang out. They like to golf. They like country clubs. They like, a lot of older men who are single, they like restaurants and they sit at the bar area, like nice restaurants. So usually they're going to be out during the daytime. They don't hang out late at night. So you're going to have to get out during the daytime. Breakfast spots, usually in the rich neighborhood. Playing some type of sport, tennis, golf, or something like that. Maybe at the gym early during the weekdays. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Doctor's offices, hospitals. You want a little unhealthy? Go over there. Sprinkle. Pharmacy. The rich side of town, though. Car dealership. Luxury car dealerships. Waiting areas of luxury car dealerships during the weekday. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It said heavy on pharmacy. Oh, okay. If provider is still talking with other girls, how to say it without losing my own value, because I don't want him to think he's getting away with it. Okay. If you met him online, he's getting away with it, man, because he's been getting away with it with everybody else he's dated and met online. Did you meet him online, man? Why I tell y'all, don't meet these dudes online. I don't know if you are or not, but usually if you meet a man online, he ain't gonna stop talking to all them other chicks. He's just gonna talk to you a little bit more. So hopefully you didn't meet him online. If he's still talking to other women, that means he has options, and you should definitely still be talking to other men. If he's getting away with it, then he's going to let you get away with it because he's going to be too busy trying to get away with who he's talking to. So it's not whether he's getting away with it or not. If you want a gift out of him, if you want apology gifts, if you want money, then you bust him. And if you're not ready to get some money out of him or a gift, don't bust him yet. Save it up. All right? Use that for getting what you need to get when you need to get it. If you're not ready to get your gift yet, or bust him, or go to the dealership yet, or whatever he's going to do to pay for your forgiveness, wait and gather more information. Okay. And then cry and tell him what you need him to do to forgive him and get your money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, talk to other dudes as well. He ain't got to know about it. Okay. All right. You said jogging in the morning. You met a billionaire this morning jogging, Shira. Okay, Nikki Ma, sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you, man. Girl, where you live at? Where you was jogging at, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Rai World. Be so incredibly selfish because they are too. Exactly. And you know what? I honestly feel that men respect selfish women more because they see a little bit of themselves in them and they admire it. They don't see you as a victim or someone to automatically start gaming from day one, because they see a little bit of themselves in you and they admire it and they see you as a challenge. And it's a little bit of excitement as well. Thank you, Pink Cash. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, oh, all right. Thank you, girl, for being a member. So if you act a little bit selfish, a little self-entitled, men actually like that a little bit more than some doormat. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your provider gives you whatever you want, but he's still divorcing. He left his wife and he says he can't get engaged now. He needs to wait for divorce. Should I find another? Girl, how are you going to get engaged when he's not even divorced? That don't even make no sense. Do you understand how that works? You should already have two, because he got two. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He got you and his wife. Until he's 100% divorced and only got one, then you should have two. He don't got to know about it. Okay, Rai World, sprinkle, sprinkle. Just popped in to say hi. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle to you too, ma'am. You said he's not looking for marriage again, girl. He just got out of one. He's free. He's not trying to jump right into another one. Unless you're pregnant, about to put him on child support. He ain't gonna do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Unless you pregnant and about to put him on child support, he ain't finna get married to you no time soon. All right. LaPeisha says they think it's cute when you want to take advantage. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, y'all, men don't want to get married in their 20s, so definitely date older if you're trying to marry. Don't be trying to pressure these 20-something-year-old men into responsibilities that they are not prepared for. Okay. Definitely. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, where's my drink? What are y'all asking for y'all's men for Christmas? Or what's on y'all's wish list? I don't know what I'm asking for because I already got pretty much everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is airline miles. Okay. Bank transfer. Okay. Perfume and shoes. That's good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bank transfer. Miles. New car. Okay. That's good. Yeah, that's nice. Stuff for your business. Okay. Home. 10K. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to ask a man for money. First of all, you got to look good and they got to like you a lot. Then you got to bat your eyes, eyelashes, smile, and tell them what you need, ma'am. If they like you, they're going to give it to you. And don't offer to pay nothing back. Don't say the word borrow. Straight up ask. Or if they don't like you like that, come up with an excuse to pull at their heartstrings. It is the holiday season. And Aunt Ethel may need something that you have given her, and now you got to pay your bills. You might have had to pay your fake Aunt Ethel's mortgage this month because she couldn't make it. And now you're struggling and it's the holidays. And they may have, some charity in their heart and want to give you money because you helped someone else, even though it's a lie. But definitely you need to come up with your scenario, or you just need to ask straight up, because if they like you, they'll do it. Thank you, Miley. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Excuse for not answering for a few days after sleeping with a provider. Married, they have a girlfriend, or they were with someone else. That's the only excuse. If you didn't call them or talk to them, then you had somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What? Thank you, AB. Provider, multimillionaire, and old money. Okay, he's 59. You are 21. He wants to marry. I want to because he's so generous, but I'm worried about family judgment. Okay, first of all, has he ever been married before? Is he a citizen in your own country? Does he need a green card? Like, what's the deal on the citizenship thing? Because I see y'all don't live here. So if y'all are from the same place and he don't need no green card, there's no alternative motive. Great. If he's 59, he probably thinks this is his last shot to have a happy marriage, before he dies. He don't want to die alone. Great, wonderful. If you look like the type of woman he wants on his arm as a trophy wife, wonderful. Your family probably would do the same thing if they were in your shoes whenever they were 21 years old. So don't listen to what they got to say, because they probably do the same thing. Unless your family is multimillionaire, old money, and independently wealthy, I think that most women would have took up that offer if they were presented with it. So think of all the nice things that you could do for your family with his money. Think of all the nice things you could do for yourself and your future generations with his money. And you're probably going to outlive him by a lot. So you're probably going to get some of his money and you're going to be living rich and probably could remarry when you get, when he's gone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sounds good to me. Your family will get over it and you'll be fine. Your family will always get over it, especially when you're buying them nice Christmas gifts with all his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Maria. What if women around you be saying that you are in your 30s and you shouldn't be so demanding, that you aren't in your 20s anymore? Well, then you should date somebody older where you can be as demanding as you want. So if you're 30 and you're dating somebody in his 50s, you can say what you want. If you're 30 and you're dating someone 55 and up, you can say what you want because you still look good compared to him and you're still young compared to him. If you're 30 trying to marry a 30-year-old, if you're 30 trying to marry a 40-year-old, yeah, you're going to have to wonder why, you're not marrying older for more money. But if you're 30, you should be marrying older for more money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not getting ready to sit here and compromise with some dust. You're 30 years old. You want more out of life. You don't want what no 40 or 30-year-old is offering you. You want what a 50, 60-something-year-old is offering. Money, cars, houses. You get it? So you don't have to do anything but change the age range that you're dealing with. A lot of men don't like when women say that because the first thing that they want to do is try to pull you down and say, well, you can't make those demands. You're already 30. Sir, you're not the target. If you 30, if you're my age, or you're not the target. So it don't even matter what you think. I'm trying to get this old money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So just look at it like that. You'll always be young and cute to somebody older. If you want to date people your own age, you're going to have to deal with people your own age. You're going to have to deal with how they think, their insults and all that. Good luck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You're going to have to deal with their immaturity, the way that they think, the fact that they think you're old already and y'all are the same age. You're going to have to deal with all that. So definitely date older. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to get used to dating older men, get used to not having to work, get used to having to go shopping whenever you want, get used to not having to do more than you would. Get used to being the prize. Get used to not having to deal with somebody immature, calling you old. Get used to doing whatever you want, man. Because a lot of times y'all be dealing with children that are in the bodies of 30-something-year-olds. They're women are literally 10 years more mentally mature than men. So even if you're dealing with someone your same age, you're dealing with someone you're dealing with someone immature by 10 years. So go for older. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yes. You said old men stink. Okay, there's a lot of old men that smell better than some of these young dudes. Okay, because they have better hygiene habits, they have more money. Okay, you telling me Brad Pitt stinks? How old is he? Like almost 60? You telling me Denzel Washington stank? George Clooney stank? Who else stank? I don't think old men stink. I think your grandpa might stink, but not all old gentlemen stink. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm. You said Leonardo DiCaprio. Girl, he ain't old to me. He old to y'all though. Okay. Okay, someone says, should I wear my expensive jewelry bags when out freestyle? No, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't wear that stuff, man. Because you're going to deter people that want to spend money on you, and you're going to look like you already got money and already got a man to spend on you. So maybe one thing. One thing. Okay. Use don't overdo it, man. Okay, let's see what all these 60-year-old dudes say. They say Tom Cruise, Pierce Brosnan, Nicolas Cage, let's see, Denzel Washington, who this is, Michael Jordan. Oh, Shamar, Keanu Reeves. Okay, so Jeff Goldblum. Ooh, John Stamos. Who else? Who else is that over here? Who that dude at? Okay, well, they don't look like they stink. They look like they smell good and they smell like money. All right. You said what? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. How do you know if your boyfriend is cheating on you? If you think he is, he probably is, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think women have a sixth sense and they know. And if your boyfriend is in your 20s, you can bet your life on it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If your boyfriend is in his 20s, you probably cheated, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Alicia. You put the down payment onto your house. Provider has been paying monthly expenses and now wants to move in. I don't want that at all. How do I keep him around for a lifestyle when he huffs and puffs trying to go? Girl, tell him it's your house. And unless he buys a house for y'all and the house is in his name, he can't move in. Y'all can rent that house out and he can move you into his house, the one that he's going to buy for you and him after y'all get married or whatnot, but don't move no man to your house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Maybe if you have a guest house built in the back, he can stay there. But don't move no man in your house. Either he gonna buy you a house and you can rent yours out, but don't move one into yours. That's dustiness. Okay. Yes. Look, tell him you'll want to buy a home together. You want to get married. You want to do this. You want to do that. Great. But you can't move into my house. We can rent this house out and we can go start our life and get another house. But we ain't getting ready to move you into my house. That's dustiness. Okay. Why? Because why can't he get his own house? Why can't he take you to pick out a house or have a house built for both of y'all and y'all rent that one out? That'll be like a second stream of income. That house will pay for the other house or some of it. What's the big deal? Or sell it. He gives you the money, you put it in your bank account, and then he buys y'all a house. What's the big deal? It's not a real provider if he's trying to move in. He's just looking for shelter and paying bills so he don't have to put down a payment, go through the credit check, go through all of this, go through all of that. I need to know you are financially responsible enough to get your own house better than mine before I even claim you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, what? Okay. Well, if you think old men stink, then good for you. Young men smell broke. So, what? I guess it's better to have some stinky money than some broke, axe smelling dude. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said what? The young men smell like broke Axe. Yeah. Dollar Tree Axe. That's what they smell like. He said, old men respect youth and beauty. Yeah. They'll treat you like the queen you are, ma'am. The princess you are. Young man just gonna spray some Axe on, borrow your car, and go cheat on you with Pygmation. Thank you, Mina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Have first date with older guy. How to ask for Christmas gift. Ask him what he's getting you for Christmas. Don't ask for the gift. Just ask him what he's getting you because you know he's getting you something good. Assume that he's already getting you something. Be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for Christmas. I know you got me something good. That's what I'm telling. I'm not asking, I'm telling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. LC, just say you can't get an old man. Just say you can't pull one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just say you can't pull one, ma'am. The one thing that older men do like is class because they don't want to be seen out with something ratchet. So if you can't pull one, just say you can't pull one. If they don't understand what you're talking about, just say they don't understand what you're talking about. If you got baby hairs down to your eyebrow and they're not looking in your direction, just say they're not looking in your direction, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, AB. Young men stink gym sweating from building abs. Okay. They need to be building funds in their bank account, not abs. Okay, you can build abs in prison. Where the money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, you can build abs in prison. Where the money? You should be building some money. He said nothing wrong. Any woman that's not mature enough to understand that dating a man older than her can substantially improve her life, especially men that have money, then let them be. More for us. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We ain't trying to convince them. More for us, man. Go get your little young dusties. Okay. You said, can he build abs and money? I don't know. That's Elon Musk. Which one would you rather have, man? Okay. I'm taking the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if guys are constantly asking me, what do I do for a living? What do I respond to? Oh, the most boring thing you can think of that doesn't make a lot of money. And then they will never ask you again, and they will never ask you to pay either. Okay. So think of something super boring and it doesn't even have to be true. They won't even want you to expand upon it because it sounds so dull and boring. Then you say, well, it doesn't pay too much, but it makes ends meet. That means they'll never ask you for money. They'll never ask to build with you, and they will never ask you about your job again because it's too boring to even sit down and listen to. I always have a boring title of some type of boring job that doesn't earn a lot of money. So they won't even try to use you or ask you to contribute or anything. Okay. Okay. Because I don't need to build with no grown able-bodied man. They don't need to. All they trying to ask you is if you on the pole or are you on the webcam. That's all they trying to ask you. If the answer is no, you should be good. Thank you, Elixirs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Provider said he paid for renovations and expensive mortgage. Not worth him continuing if he can't move in. What's my next step? Okay, tell him then he could buy some of the house from you, or you can put his name on the loan. But honestly, y'all aren't married. He doesn't, whatever he gave you was a gift. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all ain't married. Whatever he contributed to you to get you to sleep in the bed with him, that was a gift. So he don't have no say of da 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 da. You just go get another one to finish paying for your house. All right. So what he gonna do since he can't move in and you replace him with another one? The other one ain't gonna ask to move in, and you can have your cake and eat it too. What he gonna do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just tell him, draw your boundaries, ma'am. Just say no. I don't want you to move in unless you're willing to pay for the entire house and marry. You're not moving in here. You can pay for all the stuff you want. That was a gift. I could have asked you for a purse, a trip, a a down payment to a car, this, and that. You would have paid for that. You wouldn't be trying to drive my car. You wouldn't be trying to do this. You wouldn't be trying to do that. So if you're going to give me money towards my house, that's a gift. It's not an invitation for you to move in. Where's my ring? And even if he does ask you to marry, that means he's going to either buy y'all a new house and you can rent yours out or sell it. But you don't move no grown able-bodied man into your house with your name on it and y'all ain't even married and he's not doing 100% of the providing. The answer is absolutely not. If you want me to tell you to let him move in, I'm not going to do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because all I see is problems in y'all's future if you move that dude in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's not even masculine to move into a woman's house. Okay. You said you're not sure how to navigate it? Tell him what I just told you. No. If we get married, we can sell the house or rent it out and you can buy us a house. But that's it. He's not moving into your house. Tell him no. Otherwise, you're going to be a pygmisha and he's going to be taking advantage of you in your own house. Just because he put something on it or contributed to it, that's a gift, ma'am. That doesn't earn him a spot in your home. It's a gift. Say thank you, and that should be enough. If he gets mad, that's his problem. Understand this. You don't owe him a thing. All you owe him is thank you very much. That's it. You don't owe him nothing. Work on number 2. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Work on number 2 if he doesn't understand what you're trying to tell him. How to bring back the provided man that ghosted you for months. You don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They'll come back if they want you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How? Yeah. They'll come back if they want you. We don't chase. We're attractors. We're not pygmishas over here. We don't chase behind grown, able-bodied men. If they want us, they'll come back with money, gifts, and more. We're not chasing no dudes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's for pygmisha and them. Okay? If you got him, you can get another one. Move on. You said, true, my provider came back yesterday. Okay, Celine, that's how you do it. You keep it moving like you don't need them, and they'll be back with more. I still got somebody texting me from 20 years ago. I just delete and ignore. 20 years before I even met my husband, he's still trying to text. No thanks. 20 years, ma'am. Every once in a while, I'll see some weird message. I'm like, oh, that's that dude. Like, you must be drunk. You must be lonely. And then I just delete. I don't even respond back. Why? Because they will always come back. Because you're the one that got away. You know your value. You leveled up. You do what you got to do. You know, you're not looking for them. They're looking for you. Always attract, never chase. Okay. You said you too, Shira, Sister Wanda. Okay. Isn't that hilarious? After 20 years, they haven't deleted that number yet. Dang, I'm still on their mind. Dang. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, Dad, what you gotta do to hook these men for 20 years? Be you, be who you are, know your power, have main character energy. Because who else gonna replace that in their mind? No, nothing, no one. Mhm. You said men always reminisce on the one they lost. They sure do, girl. Girl, he thought I was the one, but he was not doing enough. So I had to go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It kind of like, okay, so it, like the reason why I kind of left him is because, oh, Sister Wanda, sprinkle, sprinkle. He was a neat freak and he wrecked his motorcycle. He had a Harley and he didn't want to pay to get it fixed. So he let it go and he sold it. It's like it was a turn off because he didn't want to pay to get it fixed and he was a neat freak. So I was like, you know what? I can do better. I gotta go. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But he still be trying to call her and text every once in a while. I'm like, no, I'm done. You ain't got no motorcycle no more. You too neat for me. You're such a neat freak. I can't do it. I'm a Pisces. You know, I'm a little messy. Oh, Ella, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. You said you made that mistake. Okay. Can you tell us your personal experience with at 20? I had a lot of fun. Yes. 20's was 20ing. Oh, blessing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your husband cheated 8 months. What? PP and I don't know what that means. And gets calling when he is sad, but okay. Paying for another woman's insurance. How do I be the one who got away? Huh? So you're not with him anymore? You're separated? And he's paying for some other chick's insurance? Girl, I'm not talking to him no more. Sprinkle, sprinkle, unless it's about some money he's giving me. If he ain't giving you no money, I'm not talking to him. You said postpartum? Okay. If he's not giving you any money besides child support, I'm not talking to him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's over there paying for somebody else post pregnancy. Girl, the answer is no. Unless he's giving you money, 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 money. Then you only deal with a man who's giving you a lot of money. You don't deal with nobody that's paying for some other woman and not giving you nothing but child support. No, you need a little extra. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you're always going to be the one who got away if he's on child support. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Are you raising his child? You're always going to be the one that got away. Okay. Sheila, would you ever do story times of your Patreon? I don't know. I do a lot of story times on here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I do a lot of story times on here. You can watch my old videos. Okay. So my 20's were fun. I hung out and had a lot of fun, went to a lot of things, traveled, had a lot of fun, just, but, I did settle down when I was 22. So early 20's, had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun dating James. We went and did a lot of fun stuff. So, you know, have fun in your 20's. Don't rush into anything. Okay. Thank you. What can you talk about which stuff if you still do it? Which stuff? Oh, girl, that's my other channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I do what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. Thank you, Pink Cash. You joined the membership. A lot more videos appeared. Yes, because with your membership, you get access to more videos. Thank you for being a member, Miss Pink Cash. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you barely live your early 20s. Yeah, but I was still living in my early 20s, but I was being totally provided for until I got married. I'm still being totally provided for after marriage and after motherhood and after all that. But like, yeah. Thank you, Lucky Clover, Tarot, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. You leveled up. Women are obviously jealous. Thank you, Shira. You ignore them too, or I give them sprinkle, sprinkle advice. What do you think about that? I think that's a good way to, like, to call them out. And instead of getting mad at them, just give them a little advice because that's all they really want. How to get to where you got. So basically, you're just reading between the lines and just giving them what they want, even though they're being nasty about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. How do you navigate? Can I have your number and talk? They're asking for phone numbers earlier and earlier, and I hate it. It's like, well, we'll see how this evening goes, or we'll see how the conversation goes. So basically, you're making them work for that number. And the more you find out in the conversation, the less likely you'll probably give them your number if they're broke. So you say, oh, well, maybe maybe later on, let's see how the conversation goes. That means they're going to have to work for it. That means prove yourself. You don't get my number for free, sir. Let's see how many drinks you're going to buy, how entertaining you are, how smart you are, how many lies you're finna tell me. Let's see what we can do. Thank you, Malika. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Shira, how do you respond to a guy that says, if I provide for you, then what do I receive emotionally and mentally? To be seen out with you in public and to be able to say that you are dating me. That's what you need to say, because that's what they get, to be seen out with you in public and say that they're dating you. And whatever you respond to them when they ask you a question, if it's mentally or emotionally stimulating, that's what they receive. Because you ain't finna do the most, ma'am. They haven't even started giving you nothing. Don't explain all. Don't tell them what you finna do for them. They're trying to assess if they got enough money in their bank account. Make them spend first, ma'am. Thank you, Bylina Hair Care. Thank you for the super sticker, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay. Don't tell them what's on the menu if they can't even afford valet parking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Because a lot of y'all be sitting up here explaining stuff to dudes that ain't even got no money. Y'all be wasting breath, wasting time, wasting energy. Man can't even afford the appetizer. Okay. What do you say when they ask, what are you doing out here in the rich area? Well, that means you don't fit in, ma'am, and you need to try again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to go back home and change. Try again. You need to people watch a little longer so you don't look like you don't belong there. So you look like you fit in. So people don't ask you that. Thank you, Ellis. How do you recommend going about asking a man to buy a property? You have this older man who pays for your school and shopping, but I want a property. Then you get another older man who's into real estate and that can help you get a property. So thank you, Miss Ellis. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If like, y'all expect one man to be able to do it all. If they were able to do it all, they would be doing it all. All right? Because you wouldn't be afraid to ask them. It would be suggested. It would be very easy to get from them. If you know that one man can't do it all, if you ask him and he says no, then get another one to do it. If he says yes, then great. It's an investment. Good idea. It's better than buying a bunch of junk for him to buy your property. All right? Make sure it's in your name. Okay, Miss Ellis. Uh-huh. You say you make them pay for your number. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. You said Google phone for the losers. Okay. Thank you, Bassett. Sprinkle, sprinkle, or Basit. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. So men don't want to marry in their 20s. So ladies, go for older guys or stop trying to force marriage on these 20-year-old dudes. Okay. That was what the video was about originally before y'all started asking all these questions that were not about the video. Definitely, ladies, stop doing that. They don't want to marry y'all in y'all 20s. They want to be free. Go for older if you're trying to settle down and get married, ladies. What if he spends little but wants a green card? He's 20 years older than me. I'm so confused. Okay. Girl. So he's 20 years older than you. He ain't spending no money, but he want a green card. So he's depending on you to be stupid. He's insulting your intelligence, ma'am. You go get somebody better if you're just trying to give somebody a green card. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Where you think you real dumb? How do you know that he likes you more? If he's spending money and trying to give you stuff and trying to gift you and trying to impress you and trying to make it seem like he really likes you and he really wants you to know it. You will know. Believe me. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. 30s, young 30s don't even want to marry either. If they can't afford the family life, they're probably not going to want to struggle. Like, I wouldn't even want to marry a man unless he could say, you don't have to work anymore. So, I mean, my question is, why do women want to marry a man who's not a full provider? So, y'all shouldn't even be wanting to get married to these young dudes if they can't fully provide anyway. Okay, he says, okay, someone says you live in an expensive city and expensive part of town. You've leveled up financially. How do you navigate telling them I have a boring job while hiding your work? Just by lying, like most people do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they're not trying to wife you or take you seriously and meet your parents, it doesn't matter anyway. Most of the time, you'll probably get through 3 to 5 dates before you realize if they're going to be relationship potential or provider potential or not anyway. So there's no use in telling anybody until they're trying to wife you and they like you 10 times more. You know what I'm saying? Or they're trying to meet the family, like you 10 times more, trying to buy you rings, property, jewelry, until they're heavily investing in you. Then you won't have to work anymore at all because they'll be providing for you and you would never have to tell them anything, right? Because if you're not working because they're providing, you ain't got to tell them nothing. Just understand that that's what providers do. They take away any need to have to clock in or work anywhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Real men will marry at any age and cheat at any age. Tammy. Sprinkle, sprinkle, you silly. You're 27, your fiance is 28. What does he want to what does he want to marry me for? Um, I don't know. Are his parents pressuring him to marry you? Are you the type of woman, or do you pay any bills? Is he a full provider? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he getting out of the situation? Is he able to fully provide for you? If you got pregnant after you got married, could you quit your job and him totally support you and the baby for a couple of years? Does he need anything from you? Because I'm not getting ready to marry no dude that's not a full provider and don't need none of my help. I'm not getting ready to do that. So marriage is not a flex unless the man is a provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if he's a provider, full provider, and able to provide for you and however many kids you decide to have, and also you don't have to go work anywhere and he can give you some spending money, great. Not getting ready to marry somebody who I got to hand money to. Not going to work. So does he want to marry you because you help him with money or rent or 50-50, or does he want to marry you to support you and fully provide for you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. We said how to flirt with a rich professor who secretly likes you. Tell him where you hang out at and see if he shows up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Slightly mention where you're going after, like when you know he's available. Tell him where you hang out. Tell him all that stuff. Give him the hints and clues that he need to hear in order to come find you. That's how. Tell him you're going to be alone too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I'm just going to go get something to eat later by myself at such and such place. Make sure he knows where it's at. Make sure he knows you're going to be alone. Make sure then he'll show up. Or if he really likes you, he'll show up. Okay. If not, he ain't trying to chase you. He like everybody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Don't rich guys also want who's rich? Not in America that much, no. Mm-mm. Most rich guys want a woman and to be available to them, to have fun with, go vacation with, and do stuff like that. Only certain cultures want you to have money. But like new money and most people in America, if they want you, they want you. They don't care if you got money or not because they're going to provide for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you're from. Not all cultures are like America, and some cultures think that you should have some money too if you're going to marry this person with money. In America, as long as you look good and you look good on their arm and you can understand what people are talking about and keep up with the conversations, you're good. Okay. So it just all depends. Depends on what type of wife you're going to be. Are you going to be the type of wife that is a flex, or the type of wife that's just, this is who I married to have kids with and raise my family with? Are you going to be the type of wife that, people are impressed with, and, look good on the man arm? Like, why is he marrying you? Are you just the wife that if his investments don't pull through, or if all his business endeavors fail, that he can ask your family for money? Like, why does he need you to have money? He's not a fully made, self-made man. Why does he need you to have money? Unless that's cultural. Like I said, in America, as long as the man got money, it doesn't matter about the woman. Okay. You said this is pathetic morals. This is pathetic mortals. You are extincting yourself. Okay, we got somebody cosplaying in the comments today. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What planet are you from? Girl, he in his outfit, his costume. It ain't Halloween. Stop cosplaying. He's role playing, cosplaying. You got stuck in the game? Comic-Con, is it over yet? Some of these people, I swear, they need to be on some meds. All right. Doctor Strange made it so that we good. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You speak his language. Doctor Strange say everything gonna be all right. He done made a deal with that thing in space. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Lucky Clover Tarot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Advice to pick me. Should they have booty duels and mustaches? Lord, girl, I don't even know what that means. Take care of yourself. Do more self-care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Yeah, self-care is a priority. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Lucky Clover Tara, thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But yeah, to the dude that's cosplaying in the comments, Doctor Strange made everything good. Okay, he solved the problem. We good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, he said wax is available at all stores. Okay. Thank you. You said Dusties have no self-worth. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, is it okay to be his caregiver, but he gives me everything I want? I mean, that's called a job, ma'am, without paying taxes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thank you, Cincy. Tips on freestyling alone, going to bars alone. You have friends, but they don't want to get with the program. Shaking my head. Just go. I mean, that's what people did anyway. Just go. Just go and look cute. Go and enjoy the ambiance. Go and act like you're like, if you don't want to seem like you're alone, go and act like you're meeting someone, but your friend flaked on you. You know, if you don't like saying, oh, I'm here by myself, just lie. It's like, oh, my friend's on their way. They're stuck in traffic. Oh my gosh, they said they can't make it now. Oh my God. Oh well, I guess I'll just enjoy myself. A lot of people don't realize that it's okay to go out alone. It's okay. More men approach you when you're out alone because they don't have to worry about being rejected in front of all your friends. So you're going to be able to meet more people that way anyway. And go when you want without having to worry about who's driving or, if they're ready to leave or not or whatever. Look cute. Go out. Restaurant, bars, yeah. You said I say that all the time. Shira taught me well. Yes, Sophie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to communicate as an intelligent, witty woman. Zala, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, it depends on who you're communicating with because not everybody likes intelligent wit. Especially some men. Some men you got to play stupid and dumb for. You only pull out certain, levels of intelligence depending on who you're dealing with. So you got to know who you're dealing with first. If you want to present yourself as intelligent as witty, the man has to be even more intelligent and even more witty than you are, to where it's not a threat or a challenge or intimidating to him at all. So his personality has to be way bigger than yours. Okay. If it's not, then dial it down a notch because men are intimidated when you are the center of attention and not just for your looks. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I need to act dumb. Yeah. I noticed that when you first get with a guy, a lot of women play dumb and act dumb. And then as soon as they get into that relationship, get that ring, then they start talking circles around the dude. Start educating more than the dude. Start, talking about stuff that they knew and the dude was wrong on and corrected them after the fact. So a lot of times women play dumb to get whatever they want, and then they come out with their wit much later on because the man is definitely fooled, mesmerized, and not understanding this until later on. Then it's too late, and then they look like they the dumb one in the relationship. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I've seen it happen to so many guys, and it's hilarious. So just hold back until you got everything. Then let loose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you did this to a man. Miss Sinquin, you did that? Okay. Good for you. Divorcing. Okay. Sierra says she divorcing a Dusty. Your brother says I can live with him bill free. I would use my income to reestablish myself. Will be residing on a military base, scoping the scene and freestyling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would say go off the military base if you're going to do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If you're going to freestyle, go off the military base to the rich side of town. There you go. Mm-hmm. So laptop or journal for freestyling alone? Yes, if you want to look busy and like you don't want someone to interrupt you. Yeah. If you want to look busy so no one interrupts you, bring all that stuff. Or go alone and act like you're actually enjoying yourself and having the best time and enjoying the ambiance and having a drink. And you don't need all these obstacles and barriers in your path unless you have like a book and it's just sitting there and you're not reading it or touching it. But if you're on it or into it, people aren't going to want to interrupt you. That's rude. You're obviously there to read or to work. But if you don't have any of these distractions, it looks like you're there to socialize, and more people will socialize with you if you don't look busy. So leave all the distractions alone and actually sit there as if you're enjoying your time and taking up space, as if you want to be there and enjoy yourself. Okay? Because a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of this stuff is in y'all's way. Especially if you're scrolling on your phone the whole time. That's in your way too. Put your phone down, get your glass or your drink or whatever you're drinking, sit up tall, sit up straight, stick your boobs out, arch your back, suck in that cheekbone. Oh, that's so good. It's better than this. Okay, you see how that other, body language is more attractive? You said sucking that cheekbone. Sucking that cheekbone, man. You practice in the mirror at what angles you look good at from when people are standing up or sitting far away. So get in the mirror like you're sitting down, like a bar stool, like you know what angle to tilt your head at. You know how to take selfies, girl, and hit them angles. You know how to sit. So if I'm sitting at a bar like this, angles is good, light is lighting. I'm looking good from a certain angle. I might look crazy from another angle, but this is where the door is. I'm gonna look good from this angle. Okay. So you don't bring anything, ma'am. Are you going there for a business meeting? Are you working from the bar? Ma'am, bring yourself and your attraction. That's what you bring. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all. Back in the old days, we didn't have no smartphones. We had no laptop. There ain't no Wi-Fi in the bar, in the restaurant. We had to go there and just look good and get this money. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all doing too much. Y'all bringing work, technology, novels, writing assignments. What are y'all doing? You're there to socialize. All right. If you need a barrier between you and people, that is a sign that you don't want to talk to people. If you're going out to be social, look like it. Thank you, Ninja Cat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you feel his ego? What? Should you fuel his ego or act detached? It depends on what you want. What do you want? If you fuel the ego when you want something, act detached when he don't give it to you until you get it. Someone says, so work on confidence. Yes. You can't go out and be social and just sit there and look cute. And you need all the distractions and obstacles in your way. And then you wonder why people don't approach you because you got too much crap in your way. Okay. Look like you want to be there, ma'am. and that you're not preoccupied. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What does it mean when people say you look like a mistress? A mistress of what? A dominatrix or something? It means they like that whipping that chain, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It means you better tell them what you want because they might just give it to you. Tell them you like money and that they better give it to you. And wear some patent leather heels, okay? Show up in all black and some patent leather heels if they call you a mistress, and then tell them what they gonna do. And they might just do it, girl. Just sprinkle, sprinkle. You said a mistress of finance, exactly. Okay. Why are married men always attracted to you? Girl, they're attracted to anybody. It's not just you. You ain't special, ma'am. They're attracted to everybody. I don't know why y'all don't understand this, but married men are attracted to anybody. Ask any woman in here. Hey, ladies, how many married men come on to you when you go out? Is it very often? Yes. All right. You ain't special, ma'am. All married men are attracted to women. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are they attracted to you? Because you there and you look good. That's why. You said I'm a YouTube. Daily girl. Are they attracted to providing? Are they attracted to gifting? Are they attracted to giving you money? Then they don't count. Okay. Just think of it as if a married man is attracted to you, great. If he's attracted to giving you money, great. If he's attracted to paying some bills, great. Attracted to gifting you, great. This is not a flex. Married man attracted to everything. Okay. You're shy going to the bar in rich area. Please, you try it, but no one comes to talk to you. You're 19. You look 16. You okay, ma'am? You're too young, first of all, to even be at a bar. That's why ain't nobody coming up to you. They scared. You need to go somewhere where it's okay to approach someone that's not looking like they're too young to be at a bar. Don't you see this? You need to go exercise somewhere. You need to go walking in a park. You need to go to the gym. You need to join a country club if you, or just go like to the rich area of town and hang out and go shopping over there. You know, run your errands over there. You don't sit at a bar when you're not even old enough to sit at a bar. People are scared. Understand? You can't do that if you look that young. You got to go to the areas where it's okay for you to be. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No old man wants to get busted for sitting next to some chick that looks too young to even drink. That doesn't make sense. So get in where you fit in at your age. You're 19. You're not even legal enough to drink. Especially, I guess if you're in the US, you're not legal enough to drink. You need to go get your tennis skirt on, your pickleball paddle, and you need to join the pickleball club. You need to go to the tennis courts in the rich area. You need to go on a walk early in the morning in the dog park or in the little park outside in the rich area. You need to go do all of that and stay out of bars. Okay? You're too young and people are not going to approach you looking underage sitting at a bar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. You got to use common sense, ma'am. Um, you said you feel like you're too bohemian for this. Girl. Change your style up then. Be bohemian after you get the bag. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Bella. Your boyfriend is from a wealthy family and he's taking you out with his daddy's money. You didn't know this. He's 24, or we're 24. He's serious about me, but never worked. Okay. How much money does his family have? Is he going to inherit it? How long is he going to have to wait to inherit it? Does he get an allowance? Does he have a trust fund? You need to have all this information because If he never has to work and he's just going to inherit the business or the family wealth, then who cares? You know what I'm saying? Still his money because it's his family's money. And he's part of the family. So just get the money. Not worrying about if he's earning it or not. Who cares? He's trying to give it to you. That's all that matters. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you are a wife if you're not having sex till marriage. Fact. Only if you live in another country besides America with that type of culture. Because in America, I don't think that's true. I have to be honest with people because a lot of people are from different parts of the world in this chat, and they don't understand different cultures, how things are in different cultures. So it just depends on where you're from. Definitely. Okay. What if provider catch you cheating? Then you done. You need to be smarter than that. It's chess, not checkers, man. If you can't cover your tracks from the start, then don't even try to do nothing. If you don't have a foolproof plan, don't even do it. Strategize the plan out before you even start. That way you don't get caught. If you get caught cheating, the provider need to like you way, way more in order to forgive you. Just tell him you young and you was drunk. And then start crying. Tell him he wasn't answering his phone. That dude reminded you of him. Just say the same thing they be saying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So how do you test your boyfriend if your boyfriend is rich without embarrassing him? Ask him to pay for all your bills. Ask him to pay your bills this month. See how easy it is for him to do it. Okay. Okay. You said any suggestions on where to find a man or the right man? You travel a lot. You need to find a married man then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. One who don't want you to be around all the time. One who has money. And one who don't need to be seeing you every day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you need to find a man with several women. Because a man is not really going to want to be with you if you're always on the go and traveling and a businesswoman. You're going to need to find someone that only wants to see you every once in a while. So until you're ready to settle down and deal with somebody for real, most men aren't going to want that arrangement unless they have other women as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you need to find a man that's already got dating several women or that's already married, because most men aren't going to consider that a real relationship. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you do if your boyfriend is too close to his male best friend and tells him everything? Ask him when is the wedding. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When they plan on coming out the closet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And when y'all coming out the closet? I'm tired of being a beard. I'll help you tell your parents. Because they're doing too much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A gentleman never tells, darling. Unless they're, telling they boo thing. That's their man, girl. When is the wedding? Because coming out of the closet already. Exactly. Yeah, if you got to compete with a man, with your man, and your man is gossiping to another man, that's too much. That's too much for me. I need to go find. Look, you need this hat right here, man. If you got a grown, able-bodied man gossiping to another grown, able-bodied man, stop giving him chicken wings because it has too much estrogen in it. He's acting like a little girl. It's a make America masculine again. This is not my hat. Girly Mouth Cosmetics sent me this. See, my hat was a little bit more subtle. I'm about my money. Make America dust free. But ma'am, no, we ain't doing all of that. Stop eating all them chicken wings with all that estrogen in there. You just sitting here gossiping with your bestie about everything. If you rather, I don't like if a man is too close to his man friend, they can have each other. I got to go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see, it's different if they're brothers. If they're related, that's different because they grew up together. But if they choose to be together out of friendship and have to make time for each other and have to be together and have to, because they choose to, that's a little bit more. But if they're brothers, that's different. Thank you, Nikki. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your provider family is blocking your money. Oh, your provider's family is blocking your money. How to handle this situation? How do they have a say in what he's spending? You know what I'm saying? He's not independent. He's not an independent thinker. Then I don't want him. He's not masculine enough. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where's the other one, ma'am? Until he realizes his family ain't doing him no favors. Just say, okay, well, when you get your family stuff taken care of, let me know. And go talk to the other one. Because that's not gonna work. That's why you need a backup. When his family can't do what you do, he's gonna call you back. All right. So someone says that's a lie not to give you any. Could be. I'm not believing it. I'm just moving on. When they have the money, they can call you. All right. Thank you. Well, good luck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get more money from the married man? By asking them. They're going to do? Tell you no? No, I can't. Okay, well, then you don't really want me. So go back to your way. Bye. This is Jill. First of all, they already feel inadequate because they can't really please their wife. They're probably with a barber the builder. So if you make them feel even more inadequate because they can't do something for you, they're going to feel inadequate, period. And in order to prove themselves to you, because they still got a chance because you don't know who they are yet, they're going to literally give in. Why? Because they already feel less than at home. So all you got to do is bring their ego down a notch if you want money from the married dude. That's simple. Because their wife already told them, you know what, I don't care, do what you want to do, you ain't good enough. The wife's already nagging them. And, the wife already knows the true story and who they really are. If you start to show that just a tinge, they're going to try to correct the situation while they still have a chance. They can't correct it with the wife at home because the wife already know everything. But they still got a chance to save their image with you. That's why they're out there. So start to bring their ego down a notch when they say no and get what you want. Okay. Is it okay to let a boyfriend touch you if he gives you, girl, how old are you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, yes, weird questions. I don't think you from America, are you? Okay. I don't know what's okay morally in your culture or not, so I can't answer that. For me, I don't take promises. Now, you can let your boyfriend pay some of them bills and buy you some gifts. That's what you can do. All right. What he buying you? What you getting? Where he taking you shopping at? How much jewelry has he bought you? If the answer is zero, none, then you're doing it backwards. You get money first, man. Okay. What about Arabic men? And they say that they can marry one woman and they are 24. Is it trustworthy? I don't trust no man. I trust some money though. I trust money in my bank account, and whatever they said, they can take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always change your mind, but they can't get that money back. Okay. I'm not believing nothing but deposit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They can be saying whatever they're saying. Deposit, sir, deposit, sir, deposit, sir. Okay, well, I changed my mind. Goodbye. If they're going to change it up, I'm going to change it up. That's how you have to think, ma'am. So, okay, well, I don't believe anything. Put some money in my account. I can't trust you. Well, you haven't invested in me. All right. You're 20 something, you can have one wife. Well, how many boyfriends can you have? And how many mistresses can you have? Are you even straight? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. We all know. You said, buddy, don't lie. Exactly. Okay, your boyfriend says he feels pressured to get married. How to make him marry me? By making sure he's a total provider first. If you can quit your job today, have a baby, not have to ever clock back in again if you don't want to, have all the bills paid and some spending money, then you get married, man. You don't marry broke men. You don't marry non-provider men. If you're trying to force some man to marry you and he don't even have enough money to be a provider, a husband, or a father, don't get mad at him when y'all are broke or when he doesn't feel masculine or adequate enough. Never pressure a man into marriage. Date older men who are prepared for marriage and starting a family, and not something young that doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, so I told this earlier in the video. Don't pressure no man to marry you unless they got provider funds. Okay, money. Most men are afraid to marry because they can't afford marriage. And that they want to be free and live their life before they have to settle down and start working hard to pay for something they can't afford because they don't have the type of career yet to provide for a family. Let those dudes get their money up. Marry older men. Okay? Women should literally be marrying women. I mean, women should really be marrying men 10 to 15 years older than them, so they already have the bag. So they're already established to already have money. What can that man offer you as a husband if he is barely making it? You know, they need to have some money. Sorry. They got to have money. They can't just be marrying somebody just because you love them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can just love somebody without marriage. Do you understand that? Marriage is a responsibility and a commitment and a business. You can't just marry somebody just because you love them. That's not enough. You need to be able to, the man needs to be able to provide for you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said these young dudes in your country want to get married to sleep with women because they culture here are too religious. Not me though. I'm not waiting for marriage. LOL. Ha ha ha. Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. In some cultures, marriage just means being able to sleep with a woman. It doesn't mean being able to do everything else or that you really care for them or that you're ready for marriage. If y'all are in a different culture, marriage would mean something totally different. Thank you, Lucky Clover Tarot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Not afraid to stand on your own with your high standards, but don't have women friends. Is that an issue? Girl, it's never been an issue, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's only an issue if it's an issue to you. Okay. Yep. So think about that. Like when y'all are listening to my videos, marriage is totally different in other cultures where you don't have to wait to sleep with a man or a woman to be married. It's not illegal here. It doesn't have nothing to do with anything over here unless that's what you choose to do. That's an option. And most people don't take that option. So marriage means something totally different in different cultures. It means commitment. It means being a provider. It means liking you a lot enough to want to be with you and really knowing that person on a level to where you know how it is to deal with them. You know what they like, what they don't like. You know, you've already experienced them most likely. And it's because you really want to be with that person and they can also provide for you. It has nothing to do with trying to rush to the bedroom because you can do that already. You know what I'm saying? Now, women do wait longer to get more out of men on the dating stage. They say, no, I need you to do this. No, I need you to buy me a car. No, I need you to do this. No, I need you to pay all the bills. They get what they want from withholding things, yes. But it's not necessarily why people rush into marriage because you can get that as long as they, you know, can earn it. Some people give it away free, which we don't, you know, we don't agree with, but thank you, Ken. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You travel for work. Where can you find wealthy men? In the rich side of town, man. Wherever you at, Google the rich zip code, the rich area code, and go over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Rich side of town, wherever you travel to. Okay, gyms, golf courses. But like, why would you want to meet wealthy men if you're always traveling? It doesn't make any sense. You trying to move to where they are? Mhm. You said women in America are taught to become hoes instead of wives. Well, hoes be winning, ma'am. Wives be sitting there being pygmishas and cooking and cleaning and listening to mother-in-laws and sister-in-laws yap, 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 yap because they'll pick Misha for their husband because that's the only man they ever slept with. You know what? If you can compare that man to the next man and that man over there, you're not going to take whatever he's saying and you're not going to take his BS. You're going to go on to the next one and get more. Why? Because you're not stupid over here. You've already had better than that. What he doing in that bedroom ain't nothing compared to what you've already done somewhere else. So you're not going to be dumb and submissive and a pygmisha to some man who's not doing the most for you because you've already experienced your freedom. So you don't have to worry about that. You were like, you thought you did something. That ain't nothing. Give me my money. No, 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 no. No, thank you. Okay, whatever. You're not going to be all pygmisha over him because it's the first time that you've experienced some type of intimacy with some man and you feel all connected and all your chemicals are messed up. And now you got to be a pygmisha for this husband who telling you to cook and clean and he'll see you when he sees you. No, thanks. I'm going to be the prize in the relationship. You're going to give me whatever I need you to give me because you know you're replaceable and that you're not the first and you might not be the last. Okay. So we're not doing that in America. Okay. That's why a lot of women in America are like, you know what? I'm about my money. There ain't nothing you can give me that I can't give myself or get from somebody else. So now what? What you gonna do? Treat me right? Great. Wonderful. That's one thing about American women. We gonna say what we gotta say. And we're not ashamed of who we are because we know that it's a part of being our best selves. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like it's not a flex to say you've only been with one man in America. It's not a flex. It means you dumb and you're a pick Misha for whoever you with. You really think about it. Have you ever seen someone deal with someone who's only been with one person versus someone who hasn't? It's totally different. The person that's only been with their husband acts like a slave, acts dumb, very dumb. The woman who's experienced life, they're more, mentally stable, independent, able to do what they want with that man's money. And that the man actually chose the woman, even though she slept with another woman, because he doesn't want her just because of one thing. And then after he get that thing, then the thrill is gone. Some of these guys only marry one woman because they're a virgin, but and can cook and clean and follow instruction. No, thank you. I don't want to be somebody's slave and maid. You get it? If a man likes you a lot, he gonna marry you no matter what. Okay, that's how you know. Some men are just marrying you because it's their culture, their religion, and they need a cook and a maid. So think about that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you the cook and the maid and only was married because you checked off their religious boxes, great. Imagine being able to get married regardless of doing any of that. That's a flex. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said you think it's honorable for a woman to be with one man, and I think it's pygmishness. Because if you're with one man your whole life, is it honorable for him to be with only you two? You think that man is only going to be with one woman? No, he ain't. Believe me. He's out there with anything if you don't find out. And you're the woman and you're the pygmisha, so you're going to do what he says. Because you only had him and you don't know anything else. So he can do what he wants. Most men like variety at some point. So a lot of y'all who only marry and be with one man, that man has probably been with several women and you don't even know it. All right. But that's okay if you don't care. If you got the money, who cares? You right, whatever. If you feel like that is your culture, that is your religion, and that's what you want to live like, that's up to you. I don't have anything against it, but I would never do it. Okay. Okay, yeah, I would never do it. I got to see what else is out there. So I know what I like and what I want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How you gonna know what you like and what you want if you don't know what you like and what you want? Mm-hmm. And he can manipulate you because you've never known anything else. Exactly, girl. You don't know what you're missing. I would be so mad if, let's say you got married and his stuff was not working right. It is not even a good size. He's like 1 minute. Like, that's all you getting. That's all you ever gonna experience. What you doing? That's sad. You might not even know what it is to get it in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You might not even know what it is to get it in, right? You might just know what it is to. You might still be a virgin. Shoot, we don't even really know. Some of y'all. Thank you, Ken. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because you don't want to poop where you eat. You live with boyfriend. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, well, good for you, fam. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm serious, y'all. Some of y'all haven't even really experienced getting it in yet. If y'all only had it one time or one person. You said, I know someone that has happened to. Oh, Doris, what happened, girl? She didn't know what it was? The real thing, exactly. You said, so be with only one man if he got money? I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm gonna, I'm gonna deal with whoever I want to deal with. Like in my youth, I wouldn't give her a try to wait for no marriage. Okay, how do you know what you want if you don't know what you want? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you. Mm, what do you think about people that say marriage is a bigger commitment than having a baby? It is. Like only marry a provider, and that answers all the questions. Marry a provider who got some money is gonna give you what you want, and so you don't have to work. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and use his money to start your business. You work for yourself if you want to do something. Invest in yourself. Do what you got to do. Okay. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I know y'all are from different cultures, but y'all need to hear the truth sometimes from other cultures. Y'all need to hear what it is in other cultures. So even if you do wait till you get married, you don't have to act like it. You can catch yourself before you become a pygmisha or a servant. You can act like it's not a big deal. You can catch yourself from thinking that this one man is the epitome of pleasure because he probably ain't. You know what I'm saying? So you can at least get the story or the information from a different culture so you don't fall for the okey doke or into the pattern of being a pygmisha for somebody who probably haven't even done what he's supposed to be doing the correct way anyway. You know what I'm saying? So just get the information, learn from other people's experience, learn your power as a woman. You can assault his ego in the bedroom all you want if it ain't good enough, because that's what you should be doing anyway. You said wear makeup on weekends with husband necessary if you're going out of the house, ma'am. Don't be seen out there looking like who did it and why. Mm-mm. What? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you went shopping with your boyfriend and he didn't offer to buy you anything. You bought all of yourself. Should I do something? Yeah, get another man who can buy you stuff, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That don't make no sense. You with the wrong one. Okay. I would have been mad, and that would have been the last day we would have ever gone anywhere in public together ever again. I'm not kissing you no more. You ain't getting nothing. You the man. You need to be paying for stuff. You need to be offering gifts. It's the Christmas season. You know, what are you doing? You could go back to the mall by yourself and go shopping. You don't need him with you. Why was he even there? Could have gone shopping with your mom and she would have bought you something. Like what's the point? What to say to a man who wants to go to a cheaper mall when he said he wanted to take you shopping because he trying to get you to Forever 21, ma'am. How old is he and how old are you? He can't afford the expensive mall. Remember that. How old is he? All right. Hi, Shira. Your boyfriend is what? Your boyfriend of 6 years. What? Just said to me you're not fit to marry him because I'm working on myself. I'm 28, he's 31. I live with him and working for his company. Okay, first of all, man, you need to get some self-esteem. That's number one. You don't need to be working for no man. That's number two, especially a man that you're dating. That's number two. Number three is you need to level up so high that you look too good to even be with him. That's number three. Okay. This is what happens when you don't look better than the man, when you fall into the trap of working and mixing business with pleasure. Then they think that they can talk to you like a servant and like that you don't matter. Ma'am, take all that energy and focus. Quit your job. That's number one. Quit it. Don't work for him no more. Let him pay all the bills. You live with him. It's like, I'm tired of working for you. I'm done. Start working on yourself until you level up out of his league. Say thank you for everything you've done and leave. Because if he's just using you, the reason why you can't work on yourself is because you're working for him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And you need to tell him that. The reason why I can't work on myself is because I'm working for you. So I quit and I'm going to work on myself while you pay all these bills and get somebody else to do your dirty work. That's what you tell him. And then I'll be wife material, whether it's for you or somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you out here doing too much. Okay. I would never, you could never catch me working for something unless, I have a job and I'm not getting ready to work with the same man I'm sleeping with. That don't make no sense. I'm not even getting ready to work if I'm sleeping with a man. That doesn't make sense. You need to be off the market. If you're living with a grown, able-bodied man, you need to be provided for. You don't need to be working for him. Put that energy back into yourself. You said women need to stop. Exactly. Yeah. That's why men take advantage of y'all. It's too easy to do it. Too easy to do it because you don't see your value, your worth. A lot of y'all are pygmishas and y'all will do anything to keep a man. No, ma'am. They should do anything to keep you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said stop impressing men with your work ethic. That's masculine. Exactly. If you're not working for yourself, you don't need to be working for no man. Okay. Don't do it, man. If you do that, you look like a pygmisha or a Barbara the Builder. And you're most likely a placeholder. He just told you were a placeholder. So you doing all that work, putting in all that work just to not be wife material? Good for you, man. I hope you learned that lesson. You are Barbara the Builder, and he will replace you with the type of woman he really wants, who's been working on herself instead of working for him. So you need to understand that and know your value. Get up and make some changes. Because if he's risking telling you that you're not wife material, you need to work on yourself, and you working for him, he really thinks you're stupid. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you do it, she's right. You're the placeholder. The minute he comes up with stepping on you, you need to tell him today. Leave him high and dry if you got to. Don't even clock in. Don't work for him. It's like, I'm not doing the work today. Oh, I'm not wife material. I can't work. Oh, no, I got to work on myself today, not for you. Merry Christmas. I'll be done so quick. He will be apologizing with gifts, money, and whatever else you need. You see, some of y'all ladies fear losing what you don't even got. You fear losing your position as placeholder. You better reclaim your throne, man. Reclaim your throne. Act like the goddess you are and not the pygmisha that he created. Okay. Okay. Y'all so ready to think what? Right. Don't be a back burner chick. He already told you how he feels. Exactly. Give him a rude awakening. All right, hold on. I think somebody's sending me some cash app. Hold on, girl. Sprinkle. Okay, Sasha, thank you, girl. Sasha, I'm sorry, hold on. Somebody named Sasha sent me a cash app several times and I ignored it by accident. So, okay. Thank you, girl. Shooters. For stay silent first, then gives what I want after. Why? Because he's trying to make you wait. Oop, please don't say name. Oops. Too late. I didn't think the whole name. Anyway, men just like to play games with you. So you got to play the bigger game. You already know his pattern. You know he's going to say yes. So just wait and be patient. Ask ahead of time before you even need the thing. So you know he's going to be quiet and then say yes later. Know the patterns. Know who you're dealing with. Thank you, Grace. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are some men silent first and then give you what you want? Okay, you just asked me that. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, that must have been you. So, sorry. Your cover's blown. But anyway, learn their pattern. It doesn't matter why. That's just what they do. They tell you no so you can beg and do the most. And then they give you what you want after because they know you're gonna go get it somewhere else if they don't give it to you. That's just that simple. They say no to make you wait because then they think about, oh, she's gonna go somewhere else. I better do it. Or she's not gonna give me what I want. So I better do it. Okay. So just understand the pattern, wait, and ask ahead of time before you even need it. You already know they're gonna say this and they're gonna say that. Then they're gonna change their mind because they think you're gonna go get it elsewhere and then just get what you want. Okay. Just understand it's all a pattern until they come to reality that you can get it elsewhere. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make him put a label, girl? Why do y'all want to make these men do stuff? I wouldn't even want somebody to do something they're not, girl. Make him pay your bills. That's how. Then he's gonna want to put a label on it. Make him pay your bills. If you gonna make a man do something, make him do that. Because I don't care about those title. I care about the bills being paid. That car note, that insurance, that phone bill. Make him do that. Okay? Because it's easy to say, okay, here's the label. It ain't easy to sit there and act like a man. Act like your man. If he's your man, tell him to pay some bills. Make him do that first. Y'all rather have a title than a provider. I don't need no title. Give me the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because he's gonna give you a title once he starts investing in you. When a man invests in you, he giving you a title. And it matter depends on what the title is, but if he's spending money, the more he spends, the better your title gets. Thank you, Shayla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He lied to me and called him when you called him in a lie. How do I flip it to get gifts? Should I play like I'm mad or unattached? Yeah, act like you're sad. And then start distracting yourself with things that you like. Like act like you're sad, then scroll on your phone and be like, oh, those are some cute shoes, but I'm still mad at you. Then you're like, let me see the shoes. Do you want those shoes? You know, it's like, I don't know. Kind of want to go shopping and get some new this or new that, but I'm kind of upset right now and I don't really, well, let's go shopping, you know? So make him want to do stuff for you in order to pay for your forgiveness. Thank you, Anna Maria, for being a new member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah, get a little sad, get a little upset, and start scrolling through your phone, looking at stuff that you might want, and see if he'll offer to pay for it to buy your forgiveness. Y'all keep asking how to make a man do something. If you really want to make a man do something, get these whole cosmetics pheromones. They'll do it on their own. You don't have to make them do nothing. Get you some press him by Whole Cosmetics. Use my code Shera when you check out. Get your, get your little discount. Put this on. You ain't got to make a man do nothing. They're gonna want to. They're gonna volunteer. All right, because they'll feel like they're falling in love. Get that liquid finesse and get press him. And have kits. You can take a little quiz on what pheromones are going to work best for you and what you need these pheromones to do. But if you got to make a man do something, he don't even like you. All right. You said habitu provocateur is your favorite. Okay, deal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. So make sure they have different ones. And so I'm glad that one is working for you. But definitely, if you try to make a man do something, they don't like you. If you got to force a man to do something they don't want to. You got to, use attraction, allure. You got to make them want you. You can't force them to do anything because then they're not doing it on their own free will and they don't want to do it and they'll resent you for it. So you can't make them do anything. They got to want to do it. You got to allure them. They got to want you. They got to want to do all these things for you. Okay? Some of y'all just trying to make people do stuff. You need a pet, man. You need a dog. You need somebody you could train. All right? They're supposed to like you way more and want to please you. So if you need a little help, get you the pheromones. The link is in the description bar. Use my code Shera when you check out. You'll thank me later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I gotta go in like a little while. You said you want your next relationship to be calm and relaxing. Okay. Then marry somebody way older than you, ma'am. So they'd be taking naps all day. That'd be very calm and relaxing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Um, you said it's calm with the man who gives you money. Okay. You're 23. Should you tell a guy you're dating that you're a virgin? No. That's none of their business, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Are they telling you that they're a virgin? I don't. This is one thing I never understood. Date until that comes up. Don't tell them nothing. When they try to pressure you, act like you need them to do way more in order to get to that level. A lot of women just think it's something that is in your in a relationship. If you're dating someone, you have to tell them that. You ain't got to tell them that. What you got to tell them is about your bills, about the gifts that you want, and all this stuff. Give them false hope. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Give them false hope. Make them work for something that they'll never get, unless you choose to give it to them. But you don't have to tell them none of that. Okay? If they're only dating you for one reason, it's the wrong reason. If they're not trying to pay them bills, ma'am, they're not trying to give you gifts. If they're not trying to improve your life, you're dating for the wrong reason. So they don't have to know any of that. Just like, oh, okay. Well, in order for me to be exclusive with anybody, I'm gonna need them to do this, 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 and that. Make them work and to even get the information. Okay? Y'all be telling people too much. Because if that man only wants one thing from you and he hears that out of your mouth, either he's gonna love bomb you, trick you in life so he can get it, or he's gonna go on to the next chick where it's not an issue. So what you need to do is string them along for as long as you can, get what you can out of them. And when he realizes he might not get it, then he'll move on his own and you still win. All right? Don't tell people your business. Okay. Any tips on Spend them during your exploring phase. Yeah, just get money. Be about money, talk about money, and that's what you're gonna attract. And look good. Okay. I promise you, just be about who you are. Be about your money, talk about money. Don't deal with nobody that's broke. Drop little hints and clues. That's what you're into, and that's what you're gonna attract. Okay, what are your opinions on dating while practicing celibacy? Same thing. Nobody has to know. Why do you keep wanting to tell people all your business is my question. The whole point is to improve your lifestyle and allow the man to impress you, to see if they're worthy. What's the point of telling anybody anything that doesn't even matter? Only people that lead with what they can do sexually are pygmalions. Think about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't need to know nothing. Okay. So think about this. You're sitting there dating a guy. They're taking you out to dinner. You're talking. Y'all are talking. Da da da. When does the subject come up to tell them this information? Why aren't you acting mysterious, alluring? Why aren't you letting them talk about themselves? Why are you presenting this information to them? It sounds very pygmy-ish. You know what I'm saying? So someone says just lie. Flaw Flower Face says, Shira, you healed my self-esteem where therapy had failed. Always grateful to you for that. Oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gosh. He said men will never tell you that they are virgins. They sure won't. Hmm. Yeah, we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about money, gifts, what we're going to do, where we're going. We're not going to be talking about none of that because he hasn't earned the right to talk about that yet, man. He hasn't paid enough money. He hasn't paid no bills. He hasn't given you no gifts yet. That's not even coming up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. Shira, okay, Dia says she visited Houston with friends and you took them to a French cafe in River Oaks. Potentials at the bar. They wanted to leave. Okay, your friends wanted to leave and go get chicken and waffles. You let them and ate at the bar by yourself and got paid for. Okay, Dia, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, ma'am. Well, at least you got paid for. You didn't have to sit there and eat no chicken and waffles. To each their own, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What is your opinion on marrying instead of a relationship? For example, if they are religious. Huh? Um, what do you mean? Instead of having a relationship to get married right away? They have to be a multi-millionaire and I have to have money in my bank account from the jump and a way out of the marriage if I need to get out. Now, I'm not getting ready to marry nobody for religious purposes only. That's dumb. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because at any point, my religion could change. You know what I'm saying? Your provider man knows you have to move and he has 5 houses. You have been hinting. He only says it will work out. Girl, he ain't trying to give you no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He ain't trying to move you into one of them houses. If you show up at his house with some suitcases, he might. He might. Make sure it's raining outside too, and you got drenched. Show up there crying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then he might give you the keys to one of the houses if he don't want you living with him. All right. Okay, you think that's what he wants you to stay with him? That the trap? Okay, tell him you're going to stay with your ex-boyfriend's sister. Said, oh, my friend, my ex's sister said that I can stay with her. And I told her I'm going to work on finding a place of my own because, she wants to come over and visit sometimes. And sometimes my Aunt Ethel wants to come visit, and she doesn't agree with me living with men outside of marriage. I mean, sometimes I could spend the night, but I can't do that every night. And I have to have my own place. Then he'll give you the keys to one of his places if you're staying with your ex's sister. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He ain't getting no choice. What he gonna do? Pay for you to get an apartment and give you one of the places? All right. Someone says he probably has renters who has 5 empty houses. That's true. You never know, though. If you know those houses are empty or those apartments or condos are empty, he should be able to let you stay there a little while at least. If he's trying to get you to move in with him, then, you could navigate that another way. You can say, well, if I move in with you, I need enough money to be able to move out and move somewhere else if it just doesn't work out. And see if he'll give you some money to put in your savings account. And then, you can take that money and start you a business. You don't have to stay there if you don't want to, if it doesn't work out. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said it'll work out. So he wants you to live with him. Well, give him some things and say, well, I only move in with you if you give me this much money to start my own business. Or give me this much money to put in my savings account. So just make some deals. Okay. Or else I got to tell him, or else you got to move in with your ex's sister. Be lying. Thank you, Milagro Sprinkle Sprinkle, for the super sticker. Or you should definitely have another man by now. You should have 2. One that will say yes. One that will give you what you need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Are you planning to release the other book? What other book? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All my books are available on Amazon. The links are in the description bar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. Would I ever make an audiobook? Yes, so people can steal it. Just like they steal all the clips from my videos and put it all over TikTok. Yes, I would definitely do that and be stupid. Are y'all crazy? Do y'all really think I'm that dumb? Y'all have to understand from a business perspective, that's not lucrative to the author. You understand? If you're a self-published author, it's not lucrative to you. It's not even lucrative for you to do ebooks if you're a self-published author because people want to take and distribute and make money on their own with your stuff. It's not lucrative to do that. So if you are on the other side of it, you wouldn't do it either. Thank you, K Free Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay. Do even religious men cheat? The most. In fact, that's where most of the cheaters be. Religious, in church, wherever they be. Yeah, they cheat the most. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. What? Well, somebody sent me some cash app. Thank you. Christina. Hold on. Let's see what she's talking about. That might have been a while ago, but let me see. Thanks for today, Shira. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So y'all didn't watch Sister Wives? Ha 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 ha. So yeah, I don't know. Most religious men, they probably worse than non-religious men. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Man, what? How long should you wait to hook up with a new potential provider? When you don't have to pay your bills? When all bills are paid? And you have the option to clock in or not? When he's taking you off the market? When he's told you, I got that, don't worry about it. Do you feel safe? Do you feel secure? Do you need anything? Are all your bills paid? Yes. When he gets you to that point, otherwise, don't lay down with nobody that's not improving your lifestyle. Did he give you some money to put in your savings? Did he pay any of your bills? Like, how much has he spent on you? Has he only taken you to dinner 3 times? Like, what is your value, ma'am? What's your value? Because I ain't gonna do none of that. If I still gotta go clock in somewhere and listen to some other man tell me what to do. No, I ain't gonna lay down with nobody after that. Especially if you're over the age of 25. If you're over the age of 25, you need to be dating seriously for lifestyle and not just laying down with some dust. Or somebody who hasn't even done anything for you. You know, you need to be about your money. You need to be serious about your lifestyle and the type of woman that you are, because that's how men are going to see you. Does she require a man to put in work before she gets with them? That means if he invests money into you, it's going to be less likely that he's going to leave or ghost you because he's invested a lot into you, right? And even if he does leave or ghost you, you win because you've gotten bills paid for, you've gotten gifts, you've gotten all of this stuff. And he knows that it takes a lot for a man to even lay down with you. So he's going to think, okay, well, this woman is not easily gotten. She has high standards. She's not going to just lay down with any bum. And I had to work for that. So if I let her go, she's going to get money from the next man. And she may take a couple of months or however long she takes to build up, the money from him. And then she may sleep with him. But he has to work for her. And he may have more money than me. So men worry about stuff like this. But the faster you lay down with one, the faster they think you lay down with the next one. So if they don't have to work for you, if they don't have to invest in you, your value to them is not as valuable as it would be if they had worked for you. You see? So you got to make them invest time, energy, money, etc. If not, you're doing it wrong. You got all your man's cars, but you want money in your bank. What can you do? Start a business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. KT. So take his cards. He's giving you money. He's giving you credit cards. Okay. buy you some inventory, start you an online business. You can sell it through Amazon, whatever dropship company, or you can ship it out yourself. Use his credit cards to buy your business inventory. Turn whatever that was into your own money and your own profits. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whatever your inventory is, triple and double the price. There go your cash. You're talking to a lot of business owners and hedge fund investors in NYC. Is your goal to blend in? If I'm middle class, how do I like? I'm not with them for the money. Okay. You are with them for the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And they know that. That's what you want to look like, that you're there for the money. Not like you're one of the guys, not like you're not there for whatever. You want them to know you like money and you like men who can impress you with money. You want them to know that because that's the only reason they're there, to get money to impress other people, to impress women, because it's a flex. You want them to know that you're there for their money. You want to joke around a little bit. You want to be like, oh, well, you're so smart. No wonder you got all that money. You can buy me lunch today. You want them to know that's why you're there. You don't want them to know that you're just one of them or a coworker or just someone who's on the same mission. You want them to want to spend on you. You want them to think that you're impressed with their money slightly. Okay. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That way they know that they can impress you with it and they'll try if they think they can. But if they think you got the same thing that they have or on the same mission, it's literally your competition at that point. Okay. Mm-hmm. Da, da, da. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Anyway, David, you talk too much to have money. Say less. We know you're broke. Loudest one in the room is the brokest one in the room. We already know that. Okay. Just save yourself the embarrassment. We know you're broke. You talking too much. You doing too much for attention. Loudest one in the room, the brokest one in the room. Real money is quiet, right? You know that, right? They in and they out. They say what they got to say. They're a man of few words. They get in and they get out. All right? You giving broke man vibes. Okay. I guess dusty vibes. I don't know what y'all keep giving yourselves away as broken dusty. If you are an expert on statistics and you don't have a job in statistics, if you know more about women, makeup, hair, wigs, and things like that, you're studying why women don't like you. So therefore, we know that you're broke. Literally. If you got to study and research, copy and paste and read articles about why women don't like you, you're broke. Because women like money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Asta. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Went from a pygmy to a very well provided for within a month by executing Shira's wisdom. Watched all videos, old and new, religiously. Grateful to Shira. Thank you, Asta. Well, congratulations, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that and glad you're getting the bag. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, we know he dusty. He just messing around. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Mm-hmm. You said one thing I will never forget is when you said that when you worked as a mortician, that people will gossip about you even when you're dead. They sure will. At a funeral, they'll be right over your casket talking about you to the next person, telling your tea and everything. Thank you, Angela. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you do a video on letting past go? Yes. Look to the future because you can't get the past back. It's a waste of time and energy. Put that energy towards somewhere else that's going to get you the bag, get you what you want in life. The past can't do nothing for you, but understand the mistakes and learn from them and never repeat them again. You can't do nothing with it. There ain't nothing you can do with it. Unless you're going to write a book and a memoir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let it go, man, because there ain't nothing you can do with it. Unless you planning to write a book, let it go, ma'am. Ain't nobody, don't no one care. You living in the past, that means you can't live in the present, which means you're not doing the most, which means you're losing time. Do better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If y'all need a whole video on letting go, you know what that means? It means you don't want to let go because you want to sit there and listen to a whole video about the past. Ma'am, just drop it and pick up something new. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know how when a kid has a toy and they get a new toy and they drop the old toy and pick up the new toy? Do that. All right? That's how you do it. You drop the old and pick up the new. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That easy. You distract yourself with something better, something new, something different. Drop the old, pick up the new. Okay? That's all you can do. If you're trying to do something else, then you're not trying to move forward. That's the best thing you can do. Get something better, get something new. Focus on something different, something new. The past is gone. You can't get it back. Say goodbye. All right. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You know, back in the old days, for some reason, people didn't care. They just moved on. They were like, I'm done. Let's go. What's next? Excited. We were ready, like, especially when you were young, girl. We were excited to see what was next. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. What? What? Why do men in 40s want to marry? Because their moms are telling them they want grandkids before they die. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Why do you think? Okay, or they want them tax breaks that marriage bring. Who knows? Or it looks better on their in their career, and they're more likely to get promoted in their career if they have a family to support. Y'all don't know this? If there were two men going at the same raise or the same promotion, the married one is most likely going to get it because he has a family to support versus the single dude. So it looks good in business as well. After following you, I have been able to detect dust so fast and pick me behavior. He he he. Thank you, Miss Butterfly in the Sky. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you don't think men want to marry. You think women pressure them into marriage. Yeah, their moms may pressure them to give them grandkids. Uh, their ability to get raises in their career may suffer if they're not married. Um, they may get looked over for promotions more if they're single. You know, so who knows? Thank you, Anna. Your man spoils you more when I say, oh, you don't need to, but I don't want to end up thinking he's actually don't need to. Tips. Just say, oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Wow. I love it. Don't ever say you don't need to. Just be thankful for it. Or, okay. Don't tell him you don't need to, because eventually you're going to program him to stop doing it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Believe me. It's going to kick. You're going to literally program him to one day he's like, oh, well, she's going to just say I don't need to. So why am I even going to do this? So change that up real quick and say, oh, thank you so much. I so appreciate this. You're so sweet. Come here. So, all right. Because it's going to backfire on you one day. All right, I gotta go, y'all. But thank y'all so much for being here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all for subscribing and becoming members, new members. Thank you. If y'all want to become a member, click that join button. There's videos that you probably don't have access to if you're not a member. Also, if y'all want to ask me questions without everybody seeing, you could definitely join the Patreon, which is linked in the description bar. Join tier 2 and up. And I'll write you back within a couple of days. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't write me a whole paragraph, though. Just write me a couple of sentences. I don't want your whole life story. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all stay warm if it's cold where you're at. Bye.